Hello, hello, hello. Good morning, Soil family. Good morning, Vanessa. Good morning, Garden of Twitty. Good morning, Miss Jameson. Let me see. So, this morning, we are trying something a little different. I'm streaming from, I'm streaming to YouTube and Facebook. So, we're going to see how this work out. What's up, everybody? How was your weekend? Hopefully, everyone had a good weekend. My weekend was absolutely marvelous. I got to eat some of my husband's cooking, so that's always great. Good morning, family, foster family, fun. What y'all got going on? I see y'all were working it out. Saturday. How many trees did you cut down and drag? Not your husband. How many trees did you cut down and move? Because if you're anything like me, you'll take a bathroom break in the middle of work and come back when it's all done. That's how I roll. I do a little bit of work, but then I'm like, I gotta go to the bathroom. Then when I come back, my husband have moved on to something else. So, good morning, blind guy. His wife, their life. How you doing, Soil sister? How was your weekend? I'm gonna drop this link a couple times in the chat for anybody that want to join me and just hang out for a little while and say good morning. So, what I do? Oh, you got down a couple small trees, didn't move any. Yeah, that's how I do. I was planting my I waited late in the season to plant my sunflowers because I just wanted to see how they would do this time of the year. Good morning, Janet. Oh, oh yeah, I want to talk to you about your fish tank. My husband had a couple of suggestions too, so I'm glad you're working on that. But I did an experiment with my sunflower seeds. I germinated my seeds late in the season, so I just planted them, and I was trying to dig like a little bitty hole just to get my sunflowers down. Oh my God, I was sweating. Ooh, I don't know how my husband do it, but kudos to him. I will never take his job from him. I will always have his water by his side when digging holes because that is not for me. Oh my goodness. So, finally got the fish tank. Oh, poor fishy. I hope you had a funeral for your fish. I know you had one left. Poor little fishy. Good morning, Pier Pondering. Oh, I can imagine that's a beautiful sight. Mountains, that's just peaceful, huh? Yeah, that's one of our passion fruit flowers. We have one vine that, well, all of our passion fruit flowers are flowering right now. We have one vine that may have over 100 flowers and fruit on it right now. Like it's crazy. Every day I'm out there playing with it, but all of our vines are flowering right now. One of them, Grenadalia, which is a sweet passion fruit, for some reason is losing all its leaves. The fruit is still flowering, still growing, and still fruiting. It's just dropping all the leaves and it looks so pitiful. But I guess it's like in that happy medium mode. So I don't know if it's the sun. We give it water. My husband fertilized it not long ago, but it's still growing like crazy. So I don't know. We have to wait and see. But this is one of the flowers. You see these little. Let me see. See these little things right here. We took two of them off and fertilized all of the plants. So, but yeah, that's what that is. Yeah, we need some sunrise videos. That'll be comforting, beautiful sights, things we take for granted, but other people is like, wow. So blind guy, yes, that is actually one of our passion fruit flowers, one of hundreds that we have. Yep, this is actually in our yard. What they do is they open up around noon, and we'll go out and pollinate it. So when it starts getting late in the evening, it'll close back up, and within 2 days or so, the fruit will form, which is this little ball right here in the middle is the fruit. So once you get a successful pollination, it'll grow bigger and bigger, and within 3 days or so, you have a pretty nice sized fruit. And I think it's 60 to 70 days you can harvest that. It'll just fall off the vine, it wrinkle up, and you can make juice with it, eat it. My husband eat it plain. So I want to get some passion fruit. This one to plant for the spring. So we have one vine, maybe two vines that are from store bought seeds, and we got fruit. I think I want to say about 9 or 10 months after the seed was germinated. Our plant started flowering about 9 months, 9 or 10 months. So it doesn't take long. It's not hard at all. But what you do want to do is get a couple plants going just in case you need to cross pollinate or you want more. So, but one will give you a whole lot. It's just some of them can be tricky because they need to be cross pollinated with. Some can be cross pollinated with the exact same flower, exact same species, but some need a different vine. So we have to plant different vines so we can get it. But yeah, I checked out a couple of your. I think I saw maybe one or two of your sunrise videos. So that's nice to wake up to. We went to we went to Daytona in May, waking up every morning, seeing that sunset, that sunrise, and then in the evening seeing that sunset. Oh my God, beautiful. And I would get up and cook, open the blinds so you could hear the ocean and see it. It was just breathtaking. Hello, Garden of Twitty. Good morning, Soil Fam. Glad you could join us this morning. How was your weekend? I was abandoning plants. Yeah, yeah. We have a small. Um, Most of them we have crawling straight up like a regular fence, but some of them we have them on a vine where they can hang and hopefully they'll drop through if it work out as planned. But that passion fruit can get so thick, so that's the only thing with that. It can grow very fast and very thick. Good morning, Fish and Tails. How you doing? Beautiful weekend. Good, good. I like hearing that. Did you plant anything? Did you harvest anything this weekend? We didn't. What did we do this weekend? I think when my husband cooked, that just took me out. Didn't get much done. Harvest a lot of, collecting a lot of eggs. Our chickens are laying like crazy. Oh, got that flag leaf. I'm always looking. We have one, two, three, four, five. Is it five? Six. We have six bunches of bananas hanging right now. It's like every time I see, I I keep watching for this little red leaf or this heavy red stripe in my leaves when the bananas are starting to fruit. And I'm always asking my husband, "You think it's getting ready to fruit?" And he say, "Well, I don't see the flag leaf." We got so many bananas, maybe 400 or 500 bananas outside right now. But trust me, they will go to good use. But that is an exciting time to just see it, even when you can't, when they're not edible, but just to see it, it is beautiful. Good, Fish and Tails. Glad you're doing great. How many fruits and vegetables? Today, today I haven't eaten anything. I'm intermittent fasting, so trying to get back in my routine, but I keep looking at the mangoes, so I think I'm gonna have a mango and pineapple, maybe. I think I'll probably have a mango around noon. That'll be the first time I eat. So right now it's just drinking my water. How about you, Blind Guy? How many fruit and vegetable have you had today? So Blind Guy, his wife, their life, they always ask. They go live on Wednesday, Thursday, and Fridays at 11:15, and that is always one of their big questions. How many fruit and vegetables have you had so far today? Excellent question. Planet more greens, radish, herb. This is my first time fruit. Oh yeah. And those bananas, they will fruit, but you have to feed them like crazy. Those are some greedy plants. So if you feed it heavy, they'll fruit. I'm gonna mute this because the train is coming. Yeah, I like that intermittent fasting. You know, when you go out of town, you get off that track. So it's hard to bounce back. But once you get going, you have to remind yourself, oh, I gotta eat. I need to make sure I eat something because I haven't eaten today, or did I eat today? So once after a couple days, 3 or 4 days, you actually become never hungry. So just gotta be careful and stay up on your fluids and make sure you eat a little bit. But yeah, I love fasting. Yes, yes, that's amazing. Even like right now, I go outside and get our string beans when we want string beans. I just go outside and we leave them on the vine until we want to cook them. Go outside, pick them, bring them right in the house and wash them off and cook them. The best. So really, what is that? The pear pondering supposed to taste like artichoke hearts. What is that? The banana leaf? I mean the flower. Good morning over the top. How you doing, my unsoiled sister? Over the top is our unsoiled sister. She's shop, not grown, right? So are you fasting? Let me see. I'm gonna read your comment. Look like a white carrot. Wow. That sounds good. I love cabbage. Good morning, love notes. How you doing, Soil sister? I love I'm so funny when it comes to eating. I don't eat anything. Exactly. Where can you buy? Oh, over the top. Oh, I thought I turned that thing off. All is well. How was your weekend, love notes? How was your weekend over the top? What did you do exciting this weekend? We know you didn't play in no dirt, but I'm sure you did something exciting. I'm trying to find forgotten vegetable. I was just saying the other day, it's a lot of stuff that I don't eat. Like I don't eat mushrooms. I tried what is it called? Chicken of the tree. We went to my friend's on my friend's island. She had chicken of the tree. Well, it just grown in the woods. So we picked some and my husband fried it. And it was like chicken almost. It was almost like eating a piece of chicken, but it was a mushroom. Uh, I just don't eat mushrooms, peppers, onions. Like it's a bunch of stuff that I don't eat. I think I need to grow up a little bit, but I want to grow everything. I don't eat sweet potatoes, so I don't know, just a little weird or a lot weird. But every day is a great day to play in the dirt. This is true. I'm very careful about playing in dirt. Well, I got gloves. My best friend bought me these, look like Freddy Krueger gloves with the tips on it, the hard tips. I can dig in the dirt. So um, I have everything to play in the dirt. I'm just real careful about playing in the dirt in my hand. Yeah, love notes. You wasn't on. I didn't see you last night. I was all over the place. So many people go live on Sunday nights, and I'm like everywhere, bouncing around, trying to catch conversations. And ooh, I didn't see love notes. Tried new squash this year. My sister-in-law, she grew squash this year, and she started making squash pie. I think it's called squash pie. She made a squash pie and a squash casserole. Oh my God. They said it kind of remind them, a lot of people said it remind them of lemon meringue, but she made a lot of squash pie. Maybe every week she was making 5, 6, 7 pies a week. People at her job were ordering them, but my brother said he didn't eat squash, and then she made this squash pie, and I think he fell in love. So it's always good to find. I mean, I'm sure something can be done with everything, so it can be edible or you can enjoy it. It's just I can't see myself eating something like stuffed peppers. My husband loves them, but I'm just like, just give me the stuff out the inside, and you can have the pepper. But yeah, you stayed up till 4 a.m. What was that? Saturday? You stayed up all night Saturday? Burn yourself out. You got to make sure you rest. Sound like you got a lot going on, so you got to get some rest so you don't make yourself sick. I get a lot done during the day, but I take my breaks and sit around and catch up on YouTube a little bit, try to keep up with my comments and say hello to my soil brothers and soil sisters. But I still try to make sure I get enough rest. So let's see. One thing I don't eat is mushroom. Yeah. On the Twitter, I don't eat mushroom. You're allergic to mushrooms. Something about, I don't know if it's the taste or the texture. Well, I'm not gonna say I don't eat them because I don't think I ever really had too many different kinds, but I don't know. Um, Cashier squash. What does that cashier squash seeds? What does that taste like? I wonder. Does it look like a cashier or is it just the name? You love fresh mushroom. I don't know if over the top is asking does these vegetables give you inflammation? I don't think so. Not that I've ever heard. Anyway, maybe love notes or blind guy their wife his life. Blind guy his wife their life. She may be able to help you with that one, but I'm not sure about the inflammation. Yes, your pies. I heard they were a great hit. Pure pondering. My husband love onions. He will drown out a piece of chicken with onions, and I'm like, yeah, get that off here. And they cook down good. You know, if it's mixed, you can't really tell, but not for me. And Dale, good morning, soil sister. You out in the garden? That is wonderful to hear. We won't ask you too many questions. Hope you had a beautiful weekend. Okay, let's see what cashier squash is a bit sweet. What? Potato substitute? That is one of my favorite foods. I might have to try that one out. Cashier, I'm gonna have to try that one. Wait and see. Yeah, we plant broccoli, which you know I love broccoli. I can eat broccoli every day. Collard, Georgia collards, and cabbage. So I'm excited about our fall garden. Like I'm usually excited about the fruit. I'm just as excited about seeing how broccoli turn out, and so yeah, I want to see pictures of it, Melissa. That's gonna be exciting, and what you can do with all these different things. So, all right, let's see. Good morning, Rambo Green Hands. Glad you could join us this morning. Radish? Are you saying radish, or is it something called radish? Just not raw. But my sister-in-law Melissa is growing radish. My brother is, so she said she don't eat them, but I got them in a salad a couple, maybe about a month or so ago, and they were kind of sweet, which I never realized that they were sweet. I don't know if it was something else I was eating. Oh, okay, it is radish, but yeah, I liked it in the salad that I ate. It's just in my mind, I always said I didn't like them, but now it's like, oh, okay. But yeah, I'm not an onion fan. Yeah, if it's similar to a potato, I definitely want to try that because I love potatoes as bad as I need not to love them. So yeah, I'm gonna have to look into that cashier squash. I'm gonna write that down. If we have an ink pen in here, I think I can look back anyway, but I'm gonna make sure I look into that. I used to like raw onions only. Oh, used to not like raw onions, only cook. Certain kind you should eat raw. I don't want no raw onions, love notes. Not one. Oh, My dad, he used to eat potato. He would eat a piece of potato raw or anything out the garden, raw onion. I know a lot of kids, they say a lot of kids will eat a raw onion. Oh my goodness. I just can't imagine. Not for me. So what's a good onion to what kind of onions do you grow onions, love notes, do you? I'm just not an onion person. But like I said, I don't eat much of anything. So give me a potato, I'm happy for the rest of my life. But now I need to try cashew squash. Oh, okay. When you grow them yourself, it's sweeter. I might have to try that. My husband loves onions, so let's see. What up? So your sister?
Hey, can you hear me okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, because I tried to connect my headset and I'm sneaking in for a quick call, so I can't talk, but for like 3 minutes, somebody forgot their lunch. So I had to go back to the school to take the kids their lunch.
Good morning, Gail. Oh, okay. You caught a live, soil sister. So you had to run lunch to the school.
Yes, yes. Hold on a second, please. I got to make sure it is. I can hear you better now. Sorry about that.
Okay, no problem. How was your weekend?
Pretty good. Yeah, it was a good weekend. I was working, family stuff, getting things done, all of those things.
Yeah, life.
Yeah, exactly. So I wanted to I don't know why my audio is still weird. Let me just change one thing. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Okay. I wanted to ask about the fish tank though. I mean, it's good news and it's bad news. That fish, he looks like he's swimming slower and slower. So I'm like, okay, good. He might die soon. I didn't want to kill him, but but I want to use a fish tank. So I
Yeah.
was like, okay, let me call him really quickly because I have a meeting in a few minutes. And I was like, okay, let me call and find out what Bobby might have had, his ideas.
Okay, so what he said was don't fill the fish tank with soil. He said he think you should like build like stages or platforms, different levels, and put your pot on that. So because you don't have a way to drain the fish tank, because you
Oh,
don't need the water and the water just sitting there. So he said put your pots inside the fish tank and
mm,
then you can dress it up the way you want instead of
okay.
filling
So
up the tank.
hold on a second. I don't know what is going on. Just a moment, because I want to make sure I got this right because I'm excited already. Like, okay, maybe I need to choose this. Okay, so just making sure you said put the pots inside there.
Yeah, because you want to water the pot itself instead of having a fish tank full of dirt and you
Right.
have no way to drain the water off the fish tank full of dirt. He said he think you can put something in there to like maybe a pot to be a little higher off the fish tank floor and the
So I can
bottom of
make
the
it,
fish.
got it. So this is where I can make it like cute, like with some rocks or like build it up with some, so that way the water can drain down and then evaporate whatever drains from those pots, but it's not
Yep.
just sitting in there. And okay, okay, this is good.
Yeah.
Okay, I feel better because and I was looking at I don't know if anybody in the chat has well, I guess not. I was going to say, should I use any of that fish water? Does it have any, how people, they have an aquatic system where they use the fish, they have the fish eat from the plants above and then the waste from the fish goes out to something else. But I think, no, I'm not using old fish water. I'm going to start over.
Yeah,
I was
that
going to
sounds
ask
like a lot.
someone, say what?
That sounded like a lot. It was like a
Yeah,
whole community going on there. But let's see,
exactly.
Lovo said somewhere. Lava
Lava
rocks.
rocks. Okay. Thank you. Love Notes always has the good. I can't remember if I subscribed or not, but if not, I'm gonna remember to do that like now because Love Notes always knows everything. So okay.
Yes, always. Pure Pondering said, save a few seeds. We will love seeds. That will be awesome.
Yeah, you
So,
know what too? Pure Pondering. Thank you for that. I do follow Homestead Heart, and so I'll have to make sure I follow you as well, so that way, because you're saying message you, um, through YouTube. Like I don't know if you have your email on YouTube. I can send a message through there. So let me know in the chat, and that way, um,
love notes. Love notes, you need something on a channel. You need a channel. You have a lot to offer. You need a channel. We would love that. Good morning, my vivid life. You are back in the swing of things, I see. I hope you had a beautiful trip to Virginia, that cold place up there. How was the
it's
weather,
been,
Quita?
yeah, you know what? The weather is still good here right now. It's like today it's warmer, like in I don't know. I walked the kids to school. It was around 70 in the 70s or so, it felt like, which
Uh-huh.
means it'll probably warm up because the other day, last week, some mornings it was in the 60s, it felt like in the morning, and then it would warm up. So,
Oh, okay.
yeah.
But that's good. It's still, we woke up this morning, it was 72 degrees. So during the day, it can get in the mid or high 80s. So it's pretty
See,
good.
it's yeah, so it's the same here. See, it's not cold.
Yeah. When I came to Virginia a couple years ago, we came for 4th of July. I was freezing. I'm like, Jesus, it's only the beginning of July and I'm cold. I was freezing. I was like, oh my God, I don't like
Yeah.
cold anymore.
I think it's funny how your body gets used to where you are to the
Yep.
point where you don't notice like you're saying it's warmer there so you don't notice the heat until you go a little bit north and you're like wow it's so cold compared
Yeah.
to you know what you're used to but yeah.
Yeah, it's funny. When it snowed here, it was like the end of the world. It snowed a couple of years ago, maybe 3 years ago. We got a little bit of snow, a little bit, one winter, and it was enough to shut Georgia down. I'm like, come on, Savannah, it's just a little snow, but it
Right, that was
was
it.
freezing.
That was just it. Well, I'm going to head out so that way I
Oh,
can head home and get to my meeting. But I appreciate all of the tips and thank you from the chat and thank you, Pure Pondering Love Notes. I'll get back into the chat and I'll make sure I subscribe to the folks that I missed also.
yeah. Okay. I'll
All
talk to
right,
you all week. Thanks
say
for
that
joining.
again.
I said I'll be talking to you during the week.
Yes.
Have a
All
good
right.
one.
Thanks. You too. Bye bye.
Okay. Okay, Pierre. Well, I'll get with you on the seeds because I think I want to try that. But you have a good day. Hopefully, you'll have an easy day. Glad you joined us early so you can chat for a few minutes and let us know about that squash because now I want to try it. See how we like it. Georgia can't drive in the rain and snow. They have no salt truck. Exactly. Like I went to Dallas, Texas a few years ago and it snowed. Oh my God. I was like, what in the world? Well, it was an ice storm. So we were stuck in the hotel. It was crazy because the day before they had this car show at the stadium before the Super Bowl. And it was 80 degrees. And you wake up the next morning and it's covered in ice. I'm like, what in the world happened overnight? So I don't care. I missed the snow. My sister-in-law sent me pictures, so that's enough. Yeah, that's all. A little dust. But Savannah, I think Atlanta can handle more than Savannah cannot handle anything. A little rain will shut this place down. So imagine what a little bit of snow or ice would do. They can just forecast um, a light freeze and they will shut school down. Not in Virginia. Those kids, we were going to school. You go to school, and what they would do is shut school down early. You'll get to school and they'll let you go home at 12 o'clock. So it was like, what was the purpose in us coming? Y'all knew it was gonna snow. They'd rather take a chance. So, oh yeah, ooh, everybody need insurance nowadays, right? Praying for a good week. Good morning, trash can waves. How you doing, Sawyer brother? Right, the kids' nose can freeze off. They said, as long as they getting out of here, mom, they would say it was gonna snow, but you got up and you went to school, and maybe by 9 o'clock or so, they'll be announcing early release. I'm like, what? What's the purpose in coming to school? They would send you right back home, but what they would do is try to get the buses back out there so you can get off the road before the storm start. Well, you knew 5 days ago that this storm was coming, and here we are now trying to prepare for it. So it's kind of goofy. But Michigan, y'all get a lot of snow out there. Crazy weather out there, right? Take attendance. Yeah. Yeah, just to say, well, we tried. Now we're shut down for the rest of the week. So trash can waves, what you do? How was your weekend? Miss Gail, how was your weekend? Miss Gail, you must have some free time on your hands, girl. Be over here playing with us. You are busy in these YouTube streets. A lot of states in warmer climates have no salt. Yeah, no salt, no nothing to help keep those roads clear. And it's dangerous. A lot of people, they don't take it serious, so they drive like they on a normal road and wonder why they end up in a ditch or up in a tree or somewhere. It's nothing to play with. Like you can't even walk normal on snow and ice. So, yep, everything is about money nowadays. Everything. If they gonna make a dollar off it, they gonna do what they gotta do to get it done. No matter what, who it hurt, who it harmed. Sad. So my vivid life. Is your family growing anything in Virginia or nothing to tease you with this weekend? You just went home and hung out in the DC area. That's a busy, busy place. So pretty good weekend, Miss Gail. That's good. It's always good to have a good weekend. We had a good weekend. My friend stopped by yesterday and she got to stop by to see the dogs and the chickens, get her through the week. So spent my weekend waiting for the gas department to get there together. Changing the meters. Yeah, it's like the cable man, right? You wait all day for them to finally get there. They'll say, "Oh, we set your appointment from 2 to 5," and they get there and it's 4:45. It's like all day I sat here waiting. Good morning, Kiki. How you doing, Soil sister? Good morning, blessed one. Glad you could join us. Good morning, Wendy. Oh, well, you got in so far. You're doing good, Miss Wendy. You got in. Yeah, most meters are outside, right? Trash can waves was having a meet and greet party. Oh, okay. Yeah, you got to post a video of your adventures. It's fun gardening. It's just scary for me sometimes because I'm scared of everything. So, but it's fun. It's exciting because you're watching something grow, and then you watching it produce. And when you harvest it, you bring it in the house and clean it up and cook it. That's what make it all so exciting. So yeah, trash can waves. But so your sister, where's your sister live? My Vivid Life. Is she in Virginia too? It should be fun growing stuff down in Florida, girl. You can grow everything down there and tease your family back in Virginia about all the good stuff you growing. Like I can tease Kiki about jackfruit. Oh, I heard she cooked some good old jackfruit the other day. I could just run and get some jackfruit, a whole fresh jackfruit, and have fruit and meat for days. How about that, Kiki? YouTube teach you everything, my vivid life. Somebody asked me the other night about buy me a coffee, and I said YouTube teach you everything. YouTube will teach you how to set it up, everything. So, but now you have SoilFamily. We just a call away. We'll help walk you through it. Yeah, that what is she zone 5 up there? But it's still in the 60s and 70s. So let me tell you, I the nothing amazed me right now. So for our fall garden, we are planting. We have planted broccoli, which I didn't know come in different varieties. Like they have different kind of broccoli. So I think we got Bravo broccoli. I think um, Georgia collards and cabbage. Maybe the cabbage is Bravo. I'm not sure, but I know I planted broccoli, cabbage, and collards. So I'm excited about that. Yeah, that climate change is happening everywhere. Thank you, Miss Gail. This background is our one of our passion fruit flowers that we have out in our yard every day. Well, it'll open every day around noonish. We go out and pollinate it. So sometimes we take pictures of it. These flowers are just beautiful. They smell so good. So we'll take a picture sometime. Sometime you get a cluster of them and it look real good. So we'll just video it right quick. It's like you can never get enough of these flowers. They come in different colors, just depending on what variety you have. But yeah, it's quite amazing. And you can smell them when you walk down the yard. You can smell them. So it's great. I love growing passion fruit. That's a busy, busy vine. So good morning, Minnow Night. How you doing, Soil Sister? What are you cooking today, Minnow Night Farmhouse? You always cooking all the goodies over there. Miss B. Good morning, Miss B. That's I was trying to figure out this thing. I don't know. Unique views. Good morning, Miss B. Finesse. I was trying to figure out streaming from streaming to Facebook and YouTube. I said I don't know what I'm doing. But then I thought about it. I said Miss B. Finesse don't have social media either. So why am I asking her? But that's what my question was. So I just said, hey, let's rock with what we got and see how it go. Yeah, yeah, we'll talk about it in a little while. But I think it's going pretty good. I just wasn't too sure how, you know how it is when you begin into. Oh, okay. So we have been on YouTube finally a month now. I was able to update our what do you call it URL yesterday, so we got that customized. We have 337 subscribers as of before I went live, which is always a blessing. We took a little tour around the world Friday night with a couple of our subscribers and friends from Ghana to Germany to Australia, which was fun. Bring it back to the United States to Virginia and Los Angeles. So we were all over the place Friday. That's the good thing about this YouTube thing. You can mix and mingle with everybody. Thank you, blessed one. A month. Can you believe it? We finally made it a month. It's a learning. It's learning, but we got this. Miss B Fadesh, you want to jump on? I think let me see. Let me drop the link just in case y'all want to jump on and talk about how your weekend went, how your morning going. Say hello to the chat. Yeah, don't forget to like this video. Let YouTube know that we having some conversations here. Fourth month, Middle Night, you are doing great. 4 months. Happy anniversary. Good morning, G Mama Groves. How you doing, SoilFamily? Yes, yes. It's nothing like supporting each other. That's how we grow. That is how you grow. Good morning, Miss B Finesse.
Hey, how are you?
Fine, how you doing?
I'm good. I'm good. You know me. I was hitting the block, going around the block, power walking with the baby and the kids.
Oh yeah.
So I said, I just looked down at my phone when I came in. I was like, oh, Sheridan went live.
Yeah,
How's
so
everything going?
I plan to go live on Monday mornings and Friday evenings.
Okay, good.
So Friday, this Friday is our big giveaway.
Okay,
So
you're doing it big.
trying to figure out, make sure we got everything.
One guys, yeah, really proud of you guys.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yes, you know how it is when you first start this. It's like, how do I connect with the community, and how do I grow my channel and get myself out here to be
Mm-hmm.
seen and heard? And it was like, well, we gotta wait till we get to like 500 subscribers, then we'll start going live. And it's like, well,
Mm-hmm.
how will
See
we
that?
grow?
Yep. And that's the trick of it. Like, unless you know somebody that knows it, like you
Mhm.
assume you have to wait till you get 1,000. You have to wait till you get, a lot of subscribers and stuff. And especially with StreamYard, that's what makes it really easy. StreamYard,
Yeah,
it doesn't matter how many you got. You could just jump on and start talking, and that's the only way like you start growing. People have to see you. So you just gotta jump on and start talking with one person, with two, with 100. You just gotta jump on there and talk. That's how people get to know you. So you guys are doing good.
yeah, yeah. It's a great experience. Oh. this train. Let me explain this to y'all. So we live. Can you hear the train?
Oh yeah, we hear it.
Okay, I think he's done. So we live less than 2 miles from the Georgia ports.
Okay.
So we can hear the train actually run beside my house. But you can also hear the cranes down at the river when the
Yeah,
ships come in. If a ship is
yeah,
coming
yeah.
in, you can hear him blowing his horn. And that's all we hear back here is either the birds and nature, or
Hmm.
you can hear the train every now and then. So at
Yeah, we
first,
got the crane. We got the cranes over here. They come out the lake, the river and the lake. Yep, I know
yeah,
exactly what you're talking about.
yeah. But it's peaceful because we can sit outside at 3 o'clock in the morning and you hear
Hmm.
absolutely nothing, no cars, no people talking, no loud music. So
Hmm.
it's peaceful. But every now and then you get that train when you least expect it, and it's like, oh, here come the train.
And
Have a
it's
good
so fun.
weekend, guy.
And it's so funny. Hey, you guys, if you haven't checked it out, make sure you guys check out the last video that they dropped. It will definitely make you smile because me and my husband watched it and he was just laughing. It's such a good video because it just shows another side of you guys. So make sure you guys check out the last video they dropped.
Yeah. My husband he is a big guy. My husband is about
Yeah,
five
that's an
nine,
understatement. He's
two
big.
hundred and 80-ish pounds,
You
give
said
or
he's
take.
5'9"?
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
yeah. So, he pretty thick, but he loved to dance. So that was his surprise birthday party. He had went to New Mexico. He was
Oh,
training. He was
wow.
still a police officer at the time.
Cool.
He went to New Mexico for some training. When he came back, I was let me tell you, that was the hardest thing to do. Keep that secret
A
from my
secret, huh?
husband. So his best friend were helping me, and I was stashing stuff at their house, and I'm like so nervous. How am I gonna do this when I tell him everything, but I can't tell him this? Oh my God, it was driving me crazy. They were like, "Oh, we got it," and they were cooking food and set up. Everything was beautiful. And finally, at the end, I was so nervous. He said, "I knew something was up. I just didn't know what." And his brother would call and say, "I'm sorry, I'm gonna miss your party tonight." And we were home, and he was like, "But when we got there, it was good times, dancing. Family. Of course, that was before COVID. Whew. We would get together
Yeah.
with the family and dance and
So
eat.
so is your husband hard to like surprise? Is he one of them people to be trying to look around the corner and always ask you questions about stuff?
My husband is a police officer at heart.
Oh, listen. No, he's a police officer. Literally, I totally forgot that's what his job is. Well, his
Yep.
job was. So yeah, that's true. So he will be paying attention to everything.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah. So that was funny. I'm like, oh. I said it was driving me crazy. I think a
How you
couple
got
times
growing?
I would
You
tell
guys
my
got
friend, I'm just gonna tell uh
what new plants do you guys have grown? You guys put anything new the last let's say 2 months to 2 weeks to a month? Anything new you guys growing?
well, the only thing new we have is we bought a what do you call it? Loquat golden nugget. We bought a loquat tree, which is it's not a tropical fruit, but
Uh-huh.
it's a tree. They grow everywhere, but it's a loquat. We have two different variety of loquats now. So that
You
was the
said it's
last
called a low plot.
loquat. Yep.
What? Okay. So what does the fruit kind of taste like, or whatever comes off of it? What is it? What is it like? Is it like anything that we normally eat?
No, nothing that I can think of. Nothing that I
Uh-huh.
can think of. When it comes to these different type of fruit, I can't
Uh-huh.
compare most of them to anything. Like we have a lychee tree, and I
Uh-huh.
can't compare the lychee to a everyday fruit. But
Interesting.
it kind of remind you of a grape. The inside of it, the edible part,
Mhm.
remind you of a grape, but the taste
Uh-huh.
is like way different. So I can't really compare uh, loquat to something that I've eaten. It's a sweet fruit. It's
Uh-huh.
a small yellow round fruit, but I can't think of anything that it could taste like.
And can it grow in any environment, or does it have to be in a certain type of environment to grow?
Um, I know you all can grow it,
Mm-hmm.
but I'm not so sure about the cold. And see, the thing with a lot of these fruits are some of them can take some varieties can take a certain amount of cold, and some of them
Gotcha.
don't like cold at all. So, like they may have 3 or 4 different kind of loquat, and you just have to figure out which one is good for your climate or which one is good for your environment type. You know,
Mm-hmm.
if it's
Mm-hmm. That
dry,
makes sense.
humid weather.
Mm-hmm.
So, but I
And
know
how,
you
how
can do loquat.
how big does a loquat get? Is it like, does it get really big? Is it a bush? Like, how big does it get?
They can get really big, but you can prune anything and keep it the size you want it.
Gotcha.
So they can get pretty big. But you growing mango? You have a mango tree in your yard?
We got fig. I don't think my husband has. I think he start. Did he start that mango? Yeah, I think yeah, because that was like his first gift we bought him for his birthday. Fig, mango. He's got pineapples growing back there. I think grapes. He's starting grapes,
Mm.
and I'm gonna check in the back again. Yeah, he's got a couple things he started. Earlier this year he started growing. So,
Yeah, I saw your pineapple. You have a pineapple.
oh yeah, yeah. When I did my little motivational thing, my little
Yeah,
motivation video, yeah, he's excited about that pineapple. He got two of them back there. Two of them
yeah.
started.
They is that from that's from a store bought pineapple top, right?
Yep. So we had got a pineapple from we had a store here called Sprouts, and we got it from there. It's like Whole Foods. And
Mm.
we cut off the top, we ate the pineapple, and then he grew it from that.
Yeah. So from the top, it take about 2 years for the pineapple to fruit, but you will not be disappointed. And you got it in the ground, so you'll probably have a
Yeah.
nice sized pineapple.
So only one will come up. Like it just blooms up from like one pineapple at a time. You just got to keep replanting the tops. That's how they come up.
So yeah, it'll fruit from the middle, the very middle. Like if you look down in the center of that plant, you'll
Uh-huh.
see this funny looking. I have to send you a picture of it,
Uh-huh.
but it'll grow from the middle. That won't give you a fruit
Mm-hmm.
again, so you can get rid of that. But it'll put off these. We call them suckers or shoots,
Mm.
and every year you'll get a pineapple from that. So we pull the suckers off and replant them. So every year you'll get a fruit rather than
So
wait that two.
as they're coming up, you just keep replanting them, and then oh, okay, that's cool.
Yep, and every year you should get more. So that's all we do. We just keep replanting the tops. But now we stop planting the tops. We get pineapples from Sam's Club all the time, and we plant the tops. But that's a 2 year wait. So
Right.
now we planting the suckers because next year we'll get a fruit rather than waiting 2 years. So
Okay, so you said the sucker part is when after the top part comes out the ground, you're saying that they'll start sprouting out below that.
yeah, they're sprout out
Okay.
all around that main the mother plant. It'll put off a bunch of babies. So
Okay.
I think we got maybe 9 babies, and we had ours in a pot. We grew our pineapples in pot.
See that my
But
husband started off with a pot, but then he wanted to put everything in the ground because he
yeah,
has pots like lined up out there, and then he just put the pineapple back in the ground because he had that in a pot, I believe, first, and then he put that in the ground.
yeah, it should do good, you know. And we had a rough winter, and we had a rough winter. We did
Uh-huh.
absolutely nothing to protect our pineapples.
Oh. So what
And
do you got to do to protect them? You cover them up or something?
yeah, we could have put burlap or something over it just to keep it a little
Oh.
warm, or pine straws or something around it in the bottom of the pot. We did absolutely nothing,
Oh, that
and
makes
it
sense.
did great.
Oh, okay. Cool.
As soon as it warmed up, it started flowering. We
Uh-huh.
looked down in it one day and saw that coming out, that fruit started to come out. I was so
Listen,
excited.
Listen, I was just about to tell you that, man. Listen, we be getting so excited, even like the mishap. I know I was listening. I think it was, I forget her name. She's in the chat, the backyard lady. I forget her name, but you know who I'm talking about because I watched the video. And she was saying some, she had a quote on one of her videos like, you cannot never mess up gardening. And I
Yeah.
commented under her quote. But anyways, yes, exactly what you're talking about. Like I get so excited when we go out there and we see some, even if like we messed up some or whatever, and you see it starting to sprout, that is like you get really excited about that because you're like, hey, it's still growing with the love.
Yeah, and you kill things, but stuff die, and
Yeah,
sometimes it's
that's
not
true.
even your fault. It's
Yeah,
something
that's
a
true.
bug might have got to it, or something
Uh-huh.
came and like when I first plant my sunflowers, I germinate them in a little pot,
Okay.
and then I said, okay, now I have a nice size little plant. Let me put it out in the yard so it can grow because these things supposed to be like 14 feet tall. I said,
Oh,
let
wow.
me put it out in the yard. Put it in the
Mm-hmm.
yard. The next day, the top was going off one. I'm like,
Oh,
what the hell
dang.
happened to my sunflower? The day after that, the whole plant was gone. I'm like,
Mm.
I'll be damned. So I didn't give up. I replant some more seeds, germinate them. Now I have sunflowers
Mm-hmm.
outside. They may be like 2 feet tall, but they have a
Uh-huh.
flower on it. It
Uh-huh.
has opened up. I just wanted to get as tall as me, and I'd be happy. But I never
Love
give up.
sunflowers. I love sunflowers. My granny has sunflowers and they get so super tall. Oh, they're so pretty. I love sunflowers. Okay, then, Miss Sherry, I'm gonna be on here all day talking to you. I need to go in here and get myself together and get my lunch together and all that stuff. So I will be in the chat. But
Okay,
next time, let me know. Or just keep calling me back. Sometimes I go back to sleep. But if you call me again, I'll wake up.
okay.
All right, then. I'll see you in the
All
chat,
right.
Cherry.
Thanks for
All
joining.
right. Uh-huh.
Yeah, love notes. That pink pineapple, they are expensive. They cut the top off them so you can't regrow them. That's why I refuse to support it. Like, I mean, I just eat a regular pineapple. It's okay. So, hello to everyone coming in. I saw a couple people come in. Of course, I'm new to this live, so I'm afraid to go back to see. I'm afraid to go back because I'm scared I might kick myself off. So I don't mess with this thing too much. I don't know. But good morning to everyone. Thanks for joining us here. Yeah, so good, bro. Gardner. Now I see you. Oh, these trains are busy. That's if y'all ordering stuff off Wish. It's probably stuck in Savannah. You know how you order something off Wish and it take you 3 months to get it. It's stuck out in the universe, out there in the ocean, stuck on these trains that's rolling through here. Ah, thank you, Backyard Life. Yes, it's kind of, I guess you can call it kind of intimidating. It's like, what do you get on here and talk about, or what do you get on here and do, and what if you like the interaction is good. It keep you going because it's a bit scary, but y'all make it so much better, to get on here and talk. I know everybody, the good thing about this community is everybody growing something. And 9 times out of 10, everybody growing something different, or everybody growing something that somebody never heard of, or may have heard of it and want to try to grow it, but you've never heard anybody talk about it. So you get in this community, this garden community, and you start talking to people, and it's like, oh yeah, I grew this. Or, I never heard of cashier squash, but they said it's similar to a potato. I want to grow it just knowing that because I love potatoes as much as I shouldn't. I love potatoes. Now, if I can find something healthier to substitute that potato with, I'm gonna try it. So I definitely want to try that. Oh, okay. But yeah. So what else are y'all growing? Foster family fun. Did you pick up anything new over the weekend? I think your husband said y'all were going shopping. I just told my husband I want a couple more sour sop because I do I do want to grow at least one sour sop to try to get fruit. But I like the tea so much, I want to make sure I have enough tea leaves to have soursop tea at least twice a week and see how that worked for us. I know it worked good. My husband is kind of anxious when we get ready to go live, so I probably need to give him a cup an hour before so he doesn't feel so anxious. But definitely look into a soursop. That's a good one. Cucumber seeds. Cucumbers should be growing good. Um, Try neem oil. I know a lot of people they don't care for neem oil. Neem oil work great. We use it on everything, our fruits, our vegetables, to keep the insects off because it's devastating to work so hard and the insects come and destroy your crop. And the caterpillars, they will destroy your entire crop. They'll eat a whole plant overnight or in one day. So get you some neem oil, spray the top and the bottom of the leaves, spray your plant good. You shouldn't have any problems at that. So I say all the time, we grow to feed us and our family and friends, our neighbors, but I don't grow this stuff to feed the insects. So whatever it takes to get rid of them, I'm all for it. So let's see. Didn't pick up any new fruit trees this weekend. Oh, okay. Yeah, make sure you even Walmart. I find Walmart's in Florida. They even have good fruit trees. We got mango and figs from Walmart. You know, we were deeper south, but you should try Walmart. And I saw where Grow Family Network, they were at Walmart in Florida and they bought a lot of fruit trees. So don't sleep on Walmart. Give it a try. You know, couple dollars. We bought fig trees from Walmart for $5. My husband was like, "Oh yeah, we getting these." So try Walmart. Yeah, Gail, that neem oil is great. I buy a concentrated neem oil and I mix it with a little bit of neem oil, water, and a little bit of dish soap. That's to help it mix all together. But shake it up good and spray your plants. You will be good to go. I say get rid of them before they get rid of your food. So who gonna eat better, you or them? I know some people say, "Oh, don't kill them, just move them." No, thank you, because they might come back. Like the butterflies, you know, the butterflies are beautiful, but they gonna lay eggs and destroy your plants. No, thank you. Stay away. So persimmons. Persimmons remind me of a tomato with cinnamon in it. Am I right about that? That's a persimmon tree. But I didn't realize, well, I should know everything come in different. You got names to it. But my neighbor got a persimmon tree and they gave me one and it reminded me of a tomato with cinnamon in it. So that should be a fun one to grow. And something else, we had a sapodilla. I don't care for that. That's that's a weird type of fruit, but my chickens love it. I froze them. I cut it up and froze it and gave it to the chickens. The chickens love it. But I was like, oh, not for me. Hello, where to begin, Homestead? How you doing this morning? Glad you could join us. How was your weekend? So, so good grow gardener. You gonna put your persimmons down in the ground, or you gonna keep it in a pot? We try to put most of our trees in the pot in the ground because they seem to do better. Good morning, Miss Val. How you doing, Soil Sister? We got a Barbados. It's down in the ground. Good. We bought a Barbados tree a couple months ago. We kept it in a pot for a little while, and it started flowering. So my husband decided to go ahead and put it in the ground. Oh my God, that tree give us so much fruit every day. Like it'll take a break for maybe a week or so, but then it'll just explode again with flowers. The next week you got fruit. Then it'll take that little break. So that's good. Okay, so let's see what y'all up. I go kick myself off. We have lots of trees and bushes to go. 3 persimmons, 1 cherry, 1 orange, 1 lemon, 1 lime, a pecan, 2 plum, 3 apples, and 7 berry bushes. Yeah, sound like y'all about to get it in. So what kind of apples? I like baking apple pies. My husband love apple pie. I bake an apple pie. It might last us 2-3 days, maybe. What kind of apple trees do you have? I want to get a couple apple trees because then I won't have to buy apples for his pie. And I use extra apples, so now I want to get some apple trees and try them. So have you ever grown apple trees? The oranges, oh, the Miss Valerie, those things are so sour. I don't know what variety. I don't know if it's that calamondin, but it can't be because they're so big. But those things are so sour. Oh my God, I can't do anything with those oranges. So, ugh, I don't like sour. My husband likes sour, but those oranges are just awful. Oh, I need a Honeycrisp tree. That's one of the apples that I put in my apple pie. Honeycrisp, Granny Smith, and a Golden Delicious most of the time. So I see Tractor Supply, they usually have apple trees. So I'll probably check them out. I went this weekend, they didn't have any apple trees. But I make sure I keep my eye open for them. Southern apple, crab apple. Hmm. I have to check those out. And I need to see what'll grow good. Well, of course, we like the challenge of growing stuff that is outside of our range, but we've been doing pretty good so far. Mango trees are growing like crazy. So if I can get one mango hanging from a tree, I'd be good to go. Feel like I accomplished something. Some more apple tree next season. Stark Brothers, they have good apple trees at a decent price. I'm assuming. But y'all got a lot of space to cover, so I don't know. So what are y'all gonna do? Are you gonna try to spread your crop out throughout the property, or are you gonna try to keep it, within a 1-2 acre area? How much land are you gonna cover with your plants and trees? You have a nice sized garden. I know you already cleared out your spot for your garden, right? foster family. So I'm sure you got everything pretty much lined out for where you want to put your trees and won't go too far away from the house. Because the further away you go, the more animals you'll feed. The deer and the turkeys will come and help themselves because they feel like, oh, you planted this tree for us, so you'll never get an apple off a tree. Yeah, ready. Oh, okay. Good morning, Solar Family. Solar Family, we were watching your video last night. Y'all were gutting out that trailer, getting it right. I told my husband, I said, he said he's 6'2", so you'll never stand up in that shower. That'd be a pretty uncomfortable shower, standing there bent over, trying to wash up. That was a good video. I can't wait to see the growth. I like seeing makeover videos, so that'll be great. Keeping the trees within 1 or 2 acres, yeah. Yeah, you don't want to feed too many critters. Like, they're going to eat a certain amount, but you don't want them to just take over. So, man, y'all gonna have so much. But that is definitely a full-time job. Harvesting, keeping up. So y'all gonna run irrigation systems and everything. Ooh, y'all got some work to do. Move into the mountains. So are y'all off grid right now, Solar Family? I'm thinking y'all are off grid for now. Y'all can grow. Get you some pots. You can grow. Do all that stuff you got out that trailer. Build you some beds. Get you some. Build you some pots out there. You can grow some stuff. All right, so good. Glad you could join us. You have a blessed day as well. Yeah, yeah, it definitely take time. Start off small, and every year you can add a little bit more. That's what we did. We started off. My husband bought 2 dragon fruit plants about 3 years ago, I want to say. So we started off with the dragon fruit, and of course there's bananas, which the bananas really don't need. As long as you feed them, they pretty good, but they were small, so we didn't do much. And then we started with this dragon fruit craze during the pandemic. We went from 2 dragon fruit plants to 26. So now we have 26 dragon fruit. That we went to Central Florida one time and saw stuff like soursop and a couple other plants we saw, and it was like, oh, we should get these, and that's what started us with the tropical fruit. So now 96-ish plants later, and we still find stuff that we won't need. So it's fun, but you have to take your time because you will get burnt out. It can be a lot. So I walk constantly and find stuff to do, cleaning up something or watering plants, pollinating, helping them pollinate. So Sage and Stone, hello. Y'all have a persimmons across the street. Look at that. Is it in somebody's yard or is it just like in a field? Thanks, Solar Family. Sage and Stone Homestead. Is the persimmons in somebody's yard, or is it just in a field? Because that would be great. I saw Led Farmer, was it last year? He was talking about the passion fruit, how it's a vine that just grow outside his job or somewhere, and he just go and collect all the passion fruit he want. So, even when they fall on the ground, they still good because that's when they are ripe. They just fall to the ground. So, oh, that's amazing. Oh, my husband would be in heaven out there picking up fruit all the time. Small but yummy. Yeah, persimmons. What does it taste like to you? It kind of remind me of a tomato with a cinnamon type of taste. I think that's what I get from a persimmons. Yeah, y'all have so much stuff out there. Like we have 20 chickens. 20 chickens is a lot. We get about 10 eggs a day, which is a lot. So it's like, okay, we gotta get rid of some of these eggs because we have a lot. And you don't realize how much it'll be until you start getting it. And it's like, even with our passion fruit, we may have 100, 150 fruit hanging on a tree right now. That's a lot of fruit. So yeah, you gotta be careful with how much of something you get. But one vine, like one passion fruit vine, will put off hundreds of fruit a year. So we have six. One chicken will give you an egg a day. We have 20. So not thinking ahead that every chicken will start laying every day, and then we'll have all these eggs. What we were looking at was we wanted different color eggs. So let's get all these chickens, especially the Easter eggers. We got 10 Easter eggers because each Easter egg could give you a different color egg, but you don't know until you get them. And now it's like, we got all these chickens, but we enjoy seeing the different eggs every day. It's like, oh, is that a blue egg? Oh, is that a green egg? So I love it. It's pretty fun so far. Yeah, 20. They call it chicken math. Chicken math is real. We started off with 4 chickens, and now we have 20. We went from 4 to 8, I think. No, we went from 4 to 10, and then I ordered 10 more. So, woo, the blue eggs are beautiful. It's weird because depending on how the light hit them, it'll be different. But yeah, you get like a little light blue hint. It's a hint of blue. It's pretty. But you get a pink egg, a green egg, different color browns or tan. We have 3 chickens that lay white eggs. That's all. Everybody else lays some different color egg, and it's pretty exciting to go and see. But yep, 20 is a lot. My husband can eat about 6 eggs, but I only cook breakfast for him when he is home on the weekend. So, um, I don't eat eggs, Miss Gail, but he say it's a richer taste, but I'm not sure how different they are. But I mean, the taste is, but I just like seeing a different color. It's like a rainbow of eggs when you open it. You got 10 eggs. All of my chickens lay in the same nesting box for some reason. They have 3 nesting boxes. You open the nesting box and you have 10 eggs in one nesting box. So that's pretty fun. But yeah, I plan to go to Virginia next month. I'm taking eggs when I go, so they'll have fresh eggs because we get a lot. Yeah, 20 to 25. Do y'all sell y'all eggs? Oh my God, Miss Gail, come on, get you some eggs. Yeah, we. I hear it's hard to boil these fresh eggs, but I do bake with them. When I make brownies or something, I use those, or muffins or whatever. I'll use those eggs, but the only time we use eggs is when my husband is off and I cook breakfast. So yeah, it's fun collecting those eggs. It's a trip, but and they'll all come up. Like my girls are so friendly. They come to see what you're doing. Sometimes they land in the box, and when I open the box, one to turn around and look like, "What the hell do you want?" And I say, "Oh, I'm sorry." I just close it back and wait till later and go back and get them. But good morning, juicing with Jay. How you doing, Soil brother? Oh man, that's a lot of eggs. So you do sell and donate. You freeze them. Oh, never thought of that. Do you have videos of how you freeze your eggs? So what we foster family, what we did was we started layer feed when they were like 4 or 5, maybe 4 months or so. When they the first four, no, the first six got close to laying age, we started layer feed, and maybe a week or two later they started laying. So I know they say it's not good to give it to them too early, but we just went on and started giving it to them, and they did great. So no, we have no issues at all with our chickens. The steaming fresh eggs. Oh, okay. I hear a lot of people say that they have a hard time boiling eggs. So oh, okay. Yeah, I'd like to see that video. Pretty curious about that. Yeah, that and well, you said you'll feed yours the shells back, but we give our chickens the oyster, which we just keep it separate. They eat it when they want to, so mixed with the layer feed. Yep. Oh, my first blessing. That's right, juicing with Jay. That's always the first blessing. A lot of people ignore that. That's the biggest blessing. Yeah, I have to try some egg or some things to save eggs, and but even with our bananas, we have to get creative because we have so many bananas. We're not sure what's gonna ripen before we can get them off the tree, but we're gonna try not to waste nothing. So, uh, we don't feed our eggs back, the shells back to the girls because I was wondering if it would make them pick with. Like sometimes I notice that they peck the egg and peck a hole in the egg. So I'm careful about giving them eggs back. So I'm not sure, but I don't know. They do pretty good with the they do pretty good with the oysters, so they just eat that when they want to. Close to 600 now. Y'all are doing good over there. The growth is real. You can never subscribe to too many channels because everybody got something different going on. So you can learn something from everywhere. So you just bounce around, and I have certain nights that I'm on live and I'm always all over the place. So it is good to the more the merrier. That's what I say. Sure, Foster. Let me drop this link for you so you can pop on with us. You're never too late. Did I do that right? I saw one pop up, but not the other. Yeah, you get different ideas from nobody know everything, so you get it from everywhere. Like something that you never like. Somebody told us to boil bananas, and I'm like, boil bananas, but I'm gonna try it because you never know. You don't know what you like and what you don't like until you try it. So I'm definitely gonna try a lot of different things. Like we have things to experiment with, and if it doesn't turn out right this time, I'll try it a different time next time. So it's great. It's great to network with different people and learn. Even outside of the United States, they can teach you ways to eat and cook and preserve things. So it's good. Thank you, Yogi. It's fun. It's interesting to learn from everybody. This is great motivation. It keep you going, and it keep you trying to learn more. So it's good. You talk to people out west, and people on the East Coast can talk to people out west and learn something new that we had no clue, and vice versa. And it's like, oh, okay, let me try this. So, like, we go to Florida and we buy tropical plants. They say, oh, you cannot grow this in in Georgia. You can't grow these in Savannah. Okay, well, we will take it home. We will buy it, take it home, and try. And if it doesn't work, we need to try something different. But I feel like anybody can grow anything. You know, bold plantain. Um, I know people frown, but my neighbor, he is from Jamaica. He told us to boil the unripened banana, and that he said they taste really good. So we're gonna try that and see. Green banana and oh, okay. So yeah, we're gonna try that and see what that tastes like. Good morning, soil sister.
Good
Good.
morning. Am I on here?
Yes, you are.
Okay. I don't know what I was doing to get on here. I was
Oh, is this
confused.
your first? This your first time joining somebody's live?
Yep.
So we both like two struggle streamers. We gonna figure this out together. How you
Good
doing?
good morning. I'm doing well. How about you?
I'm doing great. I'm doing great. No complaints.
Good, good. So
What
I,
y'all
I
got?
decided to pop on. I know I've been on here for a minute and I said, oh, she's probably getting ready to end the live. And I'm asking, can I pop on all late?
Yeah, you okay? You want to give us a tour of your?
Oh, I could put on some shoes and give y'all a tour. I stepped outside because a minute. Give me a minute.
Okay, we
Okay.
here.
Yeah, I had somebody was calling me and my thing popped off, but I stepped outside because Rory's inside teleworking. But yeah, I can give you a little tour. I could put some shoes on, but I jumped on because we were talking about chickens and laying eggs and stuff. And we with our current flock that we have, we have chickens and ducks together. But with our previous flock, I have frozen their eggs before, just because we've gotten so much.
Yeah.
And I've given away a lot of eggs too. And we only had 6 chickens, 6 hens, and that was more than we could keep up with just the
Yeah.
6. And yeah, it can be a lot.
Yeah.
I mean, you don't think. I guess and that was the first time we ever had chicken. So I guess I didn't realize that
Every day.
every day, every chicken.
Every day. I didn't think it was just the excitement. You see, like I want a Polish pressed chicken.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that's the one with the afro.
Yeah.
The entire chicken can be black and it'll have this white afro.
Mm-hmm.
I just want one. Just because of the way the chicken look, and that's what caught me. Like everything looks so different, and then you get these different color eggs. So I couldn't stop. My husband finally said, "No more chickens. Don't buy no more chickens." I was like, "Okay." So the only thing I buy now is my meat birds. Every so many months, we get more meat birds so we can keep chicken in the freezer.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to getting some meat birds out here to start, raising some meat and getting. I like to get some turkeys, and eventually, I found a place that's not too far. I want to get like some feeder pigs and do a couple pigs out here to
Yeah.
get some meat too. But I'm just taking it very, very slow. Right now, we just have our egg laying chickens and ducks.
Yep.
And yesterday, our male duck was on top of the female duck.
Oh,
That's what
so
Rory told me. So I feel like
she's getting
eggs
ready.
might be coming.
Yeah, and especially because she gotta let him get there.
Yeah.
So what we do is we touch the back. I don't know if you watched our chicken video, but if you touch some of our chickens, they'll squat and push their wings out, and that's the mountain position for the rooster. We don't have any roosters, but they'll do it just if you walk up to them or if you touch them.
Okay.
So when they do that, they real close to laying. The wattle and comb will turn red. So.
So I feel like the Rory saw that yesterday, and I was like, oh, and then I had to count the weeks because we've had them since they were babies. And our last flock of chickens started laying at 18 weeks, the golden comets we had. And so these chickens and ducks are 17 weeks old. So I was like, we're probably going to be getting some eggs soon.
Yeah.
I'm not even ready, but I'm ready.
We got our first eggs around 19 weeks. Okay. And that was the Leghorns and the Isa Browns. So our Easter eggers, I think they lay a little later, like 20, 24 weeks or so. But yeah, you should be getting eggs soon.
I'm ready to get them because I'm tired of buying these grocery store eggs.
Ooh, I haven't bought eggs in months, and I love it. But
I know. I loved when I didn't have to buy grocery store eggs.
Yeah, I say it's exciting. Exciting. You can get eggs. But yeah.
I'm getting my shoes on. I'll see if I can get the camera on here to do a little walk around.
Yeah. I'm going to put you, look, I'm going to move this thing around if I can figure it out so you can. Nope, not the right one. I don't know what I'm doing. So let me click a few and see. Oh.
Okay, let me see. Camera. Oh, wait a minute. I just turned me off. Wait a minute. Okay. I don't know what I'm doing either. I was hoping that I could turn the camera around, but I can just go from this way.
There you go.
So you guys can see, right?
Yep.
Okay.
We can see.
Okay. So I don't know if people are on the chat who might not have been seeing us out here, but we're Foster Family Fun, so we're out here in Florida, and we're on 10.4 acres out here. So I'm just leaving out the house from the back patio out to the back, and We've been clearing land, as we were talking about earlier. I was out here live on Saturday because we were clearing land. So it looks pretty wooded, but it's not. There's a lot of clear spots, but we do keep a lot of tree areas around the house just because that's just our privacy and the way we want it to be out here. But Rory's been clearing all this stuff. This is where, when I told you guys, we got a bunch of, my parents have some trees over at their house too, but the sun is real bright, you guys. But we have all of our fruit trees and our berry bushes. We've been keeping them right in this little spot here with wiring around it because we do have a couple deer that like to come through here. So we just been keeping them until we're ready to plant them.
Yeah.
And it's just clear all back here. For those who might not know, we got 2 houses out here. My parents have a house that they built out here as well. So this is, my husband and I purchased the land back in January of 2020. And then we started building out here. But I'm taking you to the girls. All this is cleared. We're going to move the girls over here. Ike and the ladies over here to clear up some little more of the bushes. But I think everybody's getting a little nap out here.
They out the sun.
Mm-hmm. Taking a little nap. They like to nap under these bushes. So we got 5 khaki Campbell ducks, 1 male Drake that we call Ike, and 4 females, and we have 7 golden comet chickens. And that's pretty much, that's the only animals. Those are the only animals we have out here right now.
So how did y'all build your chicken coop?
So I have 2 videos on that. My husband and my dad built the coop, and it's like a hoop coop. Let me come around to the other side.
Oh, you froze up. Let's see if she come back. Good morning, Miss Patrice.
My internet.
Yeah, I know you spotty if you walk too far.
Yeah, we're out here in the country, so we have the best. We don't have the best, but it's a hoop coop. And we did this. I saw another, like a bigger YouTuber, do a hoop coop. And it's a stationary coop. It doesn't move. I know you see a lot of those people who have the land and they have those movable coops that they just like to, pull around. We don't have that type of terrain for that. So, but that doesn't stop us. So it's actually, the hoop part is cattle panels.
Yeah.
It's really easy. It's not hard to build at all. So we got the wood, the cattle panels, and then it's all wrapped around with chicken wire. And then there's 2 tarps on it. And my dad and Rory, they built the door and everything. And then since our coop doesn't move, we have movable poultry netting that's electrified.
Yeah.
And so we'll put some more. I have another 100 feet poultry netting that came in on Saturday. So we're going to move the girls over here. But
okay.
Yeah, just not too fancy, but it works.
That's right. It worked. Yeah. We went the expensive route. We went and purchased all this wood, and we got the T111 wood at the worst time ever. But these chickens had to come out of my house, so I was like, we just need to build something and get them out. So, but yeah, right. That's smart.
Yeah, and we actually we had them in brooders. We were raising them in the brooder together in the garage, and then we had to separate the ducks and the chickens because the ducks are a lot messier than the chickens and a lot wetter. And Rory was tired of them being in the garage because it was like flies and stuff. And so we actually brought them out here at 4 weeks old.
Yeah, we put ours out at 4 weeks because they were flying. And I was like, oh no. I didn't want to clip their wings, but they were flying. And I said, I didn't know they fly this young. But they were,
They
I
do.
was like, oh no. I was
They
trying to
do.
find them. And the dogs, one of my dogs loved the chickens and he just wanted to lay and watch them and let them walk all over. And I'm like, you need to go outside because. But yeah, that's cool. But y'all got a lot of space, so you
Yeah,
don't
we
have
do
any
have a lot of
issues with the turkeys or anything bothering the chickens. Nothing trying.
no. The turkeys do not. So we do have the wild turkeys. The turkeys do not bother with the chickens over here, but the fence is electrified. But those turkeys, they they're annoying, but they for some reason they do not the chickens. Even if we see them out here, they'll just go on by them. They're more so when they were out here a lot trying to
Mhm.
eat up the grass seed and stuff that my daddy was laying out. So they're more so
I know
in a
she
few
getting
in a couple weeks.
yeah. So are you gonna try to process one of those turkeys?
No. I
Oh,
uh I know every time I uh those turkeys, I don't think they would be good. I don't think they would taste good because they're so active and agile, and I think it would be more muscular and not enough meat.
so when we were younger, one of my brothers killed a turkey, a wild turkey, and me and my youngest brother decided we wanted to pluck the turkey and clean it.
Hmm.
We got the fellas off, and it was so dark. Like the turkey was black, and it was so ugly. We thought it was the skin, so we pull the skin off it. That was the ugliest turkey ever. So we just buy turkeys from the store, but
Yeah, they're very these wild. I mean, unless you go to like a game park that actually just raises turkeys just to be shot, or even you just raise turkeys just to hunt them, that's a little bit different. But these turkeys, they done been out here, and who knows how long they've been out here, and so it would be the same thing if we were to pluck them or whatever. They would probably
yeah,
it would be super super
good,
dark. It would be very
yeah.
muscular. It wouldn't not something
But
we would
see,
want to eat.
we we get wild boar, pig,
Hmm.
and that meat is delicious. Even
Nice,
our
nice.
Cornish cross, the chickens that we raise in our yard and process out,
Hmm.
they taste excellent. That is the best fried or rotisserie chicken you probably will ever eat. And you know they go from birth to 8 weeks, and it's time for them to
I
hit the freezer.
know. That's why I
So
want to get some out here.
yes,
I definitely want to raise some of them and get them out here. How many do you guys raise each year?
we get up. It's only me and my husband, so we get about 20,
Okay.
20 to 25. Well, we only did it one time so far, and we had 19
Uh-huh.
that survived. But we processed 19 out, and we eat chicken all the time, so we still buy a couple packs from Sam's Club for different
Hmm.
things because we only rotisserie and fry the meat birds.
Oh, nice.
So, but
Yeah,
it's the best.
I definitely it's on my list of something that I want to try to do.
Yeah, but it's costly at first because we didn't want to pluck our own chicken, so we bought a chicken plucker. We bought
Yeah.
we made our own killing cones, and we set up our little station and had our duties. Like he did the hard part, and I just turned my head
Hmm.
until I got used to it. But within 3 hours, we had 19 chickens ready for the freezer.
Hmm.
So, and it's
Nice,
the best
nice,
chicken. You know, the meat is tender and it's very good. So
nice. Very,
you'll
very
enjoy
nice.
that.
Very,
Yeah.
very nice. Hold on for 1 minute. Daddy, I'm online. All right. Y'all, we so country out here. We just be yelling.
That's how you do in the country. you,
Cause
you
I'm
in
like,
your own little
I
country
keep hearing my daddy yelling.
because he can hear you talking.
No, good Lord, we just be yelling from porch to porch. But it's
Hedgehog Homestead. Yeah, they said they love doing meat chickens. I like it. I didn't think I told my husband for months. I say I'm gonna get my chicken from Sam's Club. So long as you got enough chicken to make yourself happy, I cannot see myself doing it. But hey, and even the pig, he will smoke it for like 8 hours on the grill. Oh my God, it is the best meat. But at first I was like, no. You can eat it. I'll cook it for you, but I will go to Sam's, get my meat, and I'll keep myself happy. But now I'm like, give me more.
no, it's better. It's better because at least when you raise your own, you know what you have put in it. You know
Yep.
what they've been eating. You know what hormones and growth things you didn't put on it
Yeah.
that they be putting in it in the grocery store. So
Yeah. And
no,
the prices are ridiculous. The prices, like a pack of chicken wings are $27
it
in
is.
Sam's Club. I'm like, what?
It is. It's
So,
everywhere. Everywhere, chicken is so expensive. Super, super
yeah.
expensive.
Yeah. So I'm
So,
like, I'd rather raise my own. And they smell bad compared to your layers.
mm-hmm.
The meat birds smell terrible. So what we did was we built a PVC chicken tractor that I could just pull around the yard. It was I could move it all by myself. So easy to move. I would hang their food up in there, and I kept a 5-gallon bucket of water in there that I would fill up every day. I just
Uh-huh.
moved that thing around the yard to fertilize the yard, but they smell like hell.
And
Trust me.
you have video on that on building
The
the
chicken
PVC thing.
tractor. Uh, No, we didn't make a video. We
Okay.
wasn't in the YouTube then, so it was just, oh, let's just go do this. But we didn't make a video
Well,
of building it.
I'm gonna have to get with you to get to see so I can see about doing something like that.
Yeah, yeah, that chicken tractor, because we keep them separate from our hens.
Right.
So I kept them on the opposite end of the yard and just put them in that tractor, which is just a little short, maybe 3, 4 feet high, little pen that they stayed in. I just roll it around the yard every day. They fertilize the ground good. So
Nice.
but that was easy, and they are huge, 7, 8, 9 pound chickens within 8 weeks. So you'll
Nice.
enjoy that.
Nice. And
Let's see.
then
Yeah.
over in this area, this is the front of the house, but this is where we're gonna have our garden.
Okay.
So I want the garden to be close too. So I could just walk out the front. It's gonna be like a kitchen garden. It's gonna be a raised bed garden.
Oh,
I can walk out and not have to. I don't want anything to be too far back because one, when it's too far back, I might be too lazy to go back there and get it. And two, I don't
you,
want the critters getting it.
yeah, yeah. You can keep up with it. So you gonna fence it off your
I'm
raised bed?
thinking, yeah, as I've been talking, some people have been saying I probably will have to. I might do the same type of netting, the electric fencing. I might do that for
Yeah,
the garden too.
yeah. Because you got to realize animals are not stupid. So at a certain time they'll know. Oh, they going to bed, so we gonna eat good tonight. And when you wake up in the morning, your entire crop is good.
I know, just like them turkeys, because this area up here, we keep this wooded. But the turkeys like to be at the front of the house. We got 10.5 acres, and they like to be right up at the front because they know they can get all the grass seed and stuff.
Yeah, yeah. They are very smart. So
So
love
yeah.
was talking about her chicken tractor. We with our chicken tractor we used PVC pipe and the connectors. We just made it the size we wanted to make it. We connected all of them, and we put hardware cloth around the side, and the top we have chicken wire, just because we didn't want anything to be able to get in on the sides.
Right.
But the front of it had chicken wire, and I don't. They sleep in one corner. So when they were small, I went out one morning and one of the chickens, like his body was inside the tractor and his head was outside, and that freaked me out. So We cover it
Okay.
up with boards, but the hardware cloth is better because when they're small, nothing can get to them. But yeah, that was kind of freaky. So
Nice, nice. What we'll probably do. I might do
you breaking
stuff in
up.
the house where we can move them around near the house because I don't want when you get other things to try to get the chickens.
Yeah, yeah, they'll dig for them. So in our chicken coop, we have chicken wire that lay across the ground, maybe 3 feet away from the coop, so nothing can dig and go under.
Yeah, that's what we did with our coop too. We made the wire down and under the ground for the hoop coop as well. But
Yeah.
now we have the electric fencing around it too, just for extra precautions. But we don't have um too many like we don't have like raccoons, let me knock
Mm,
on wood and stuff as I'm saying that. We don't have anything like that, or foxes or anything. We really just have the wild turkeys. We have a couple gopher tortoises that live around out here.
mm,
We've seen about 3 deer. It's 3 deer that like this area. It's the same 3 deer too. And I've seen a couple rabbits.
yeah. We have. I wouldn't say what we don't have because sometimes we saw a fox and a deer
Mm-hmm.
standing on a train track one day when I
Oh
used to
wow.
when I first got my second Rottweiler, I would let him out in the middle of the night, and it was a possum or a raccoon or something just walking around in the backyard. Like when I opened the door, it didn't run off. It just looked like okay. So I was like, well, we're gonna have to stop going out in the middle of the night. But yeah, we
Yeah.
have eagles that fly around or hawks. So
Yeah,
I'm
we do
trying to
have
find,
hawks. We do have
yeah,
hawks.
and they'll snatch them up, and that'll be it. You'll never see them
Yeah.
again. So I don't. My
Yeah.
girls like to come out, but I try to keep them in because I tell them it's for your safety.
Yeah. That's why ours can't roam around free, like all
Yeah,
over the land or whatever, because anything will get them. I know we have snakes out here too. I mean, who
yeah,
knows what could be out here to get them? So that's why we have to keep them in the fencing around here. And then this
yeah.
area over here, this is where we cleared. We still have to, Rory have to move everything, but this is where we're gonna put our berry bushes.
Oh, okay.
And that's
So
still
you'll let
close
your
to the
trees
front
get
too.
pretty big.
Huh?
So you're gonna just let them get pretty big.
Yeah. I'm
Your
gonna let
bushes,
them, yeah, I'm gonna let the bushes really like bush out. At least
a community coyote.
that's what I think I'm gonna do. I don't know.
Yeah, you got so
See.
much space. You got a lot to play with. So
Yeah.
some of these, the thing about these trees and bushes, they can be sometime like one may grow better 10 feet away from where you wanted it to be. So it's just how they like the spot or how they take to them. We have stuff all over the yard, and some things do better. Like our pineapple guava seem to do better closer to the house than further out in the yard. So it's just finding that right spot for
Yeah. It'll just be trial and error for us, but I feel like once we do have enough space and then we're open to the fact of if something doesn't work out a certain way this time, that's not
them.
going to stop us from trying something different next time. And we just see what works best. But we
Mm-hmm.
definitely felt like when we had this land, one of the main things I wanted to do, I mean, yes, we have the chickens and the ducks and stuff now,
Yeah,
but one of the main things I wanted to do is I really wanted to get my fruit trees and my berry bushes in as soon as possible because I know it takes years sometimes
for them to
to get the
establish.
fruit going. And I feel like it's a
Yeah,
great investment into our future.
most of our trees, everything like guava, we have guava that are blooming now. I
Hmm.
just noticed yesterday that we had new buds on my guava. Our lemon guava, we got fruit on that one. So Barbie guava. Two of our cherries we have fruit on. All of our passion fruit, bananas,
Oh, nice.
and we just started growing a lot of these tropicals. We just started over the summer, so you can get fruit from them like real fast. It's just, I guess it just depends on your weather. But y'all down there, so
We're
y'all
not
weather is
we're
good.
not too far from where you guys are because we're in North Florida, and
Mm.
I didn't realize that we would be able to, grow the tropical fruit like that. And then I saw, your channel and how you guys are doing all the tropical fruit, and then that just opened my mind up to being able to
Everything.
grow a lot more.
Yeah, dragon fruit, pineapples. Y'all should do great with dragon fruit. We don't do much to our dragon fruit, but that's an interesting one to grow. But yeah, y'all can grow anything. A lot of guava. We have 6 different variety of guava. So we
Nice,
just go crazy and get different variety of things. So the
nice,
banana, we only have one plantain, but we have 6 variety of bananas, and they all taste different.
nice, nice,
So y'all got a
nice.
lot of space to do a lot of things with. Just don't overbuy. Especially, I saw your husband say he want bananas. You buy one banana tree, you'll end up with 20 banana plants because it'll keep putting off pups.
I even told him when he said he wanted a banana tree. When I grew up, I'm from Florida. So I grew
Mm.
up in Jacksonville, Florida. And in our home that we used to have, we had a banana tree in the backyard. And I told Rory, I said, Rory, those banana trees, they just grow and they grow wild and
Yes,
they just grow. I said they get so big. And I remember that from growing up. So that's why I was like, if we do get a banana tree, we need to find a good spot for it.
yes,
And then we only need one banana tree.
yes. My but most of our bananas, we get the little short miniature bananas off it. And my friend, she would eat a banana every day. I mean, every day until the day before she passed away. She ate a banana every day. When she moved with us, and I would give her these bananas, she would feel around for another banana. And I say, "You want another banana?" She would eat 4 of those bananas.
Oh,
They were
wow.
so good. But I
Wow.
said, hey, at 107, she had a great appetite, but she would tear those bananas. And one day I said, are you giving the bananas to Nala or something? I thought she was feeding them to the dog, but she was eating them so fast. But in no time, you will have a bunch of trees. So everything multiply. As long as you take care of it, feed them good, give them plenty of water,
Hmm.
you'll get bananas. You'll do good. So
Well, it's
let's see.
encouraging. I definitely, seeing all that you guys are growing out there and even just hearing about it, I'm just like, ooh, I could do this. I could do that.
Yeah. So she said trees took about 3 years, but just got almond and cherry trees. Anybody know how long it take to get? So what kind of I'm not sure about almond, but cherry trees. Foster family, your cherry trees, are they flowering yet?
So we just got the Barbados cherry tree and we got it from the store like
2 weeks ago or
2
so.
weeks ago,
Yeah.
and it already had cherries on it. So they've already been turning red. They've had cherries, and it's even getting flowers and getting new cherries. We haven't even put it in the ground yet.
We've had our Barbados cherry tree for about 5 or 6 months.
Uh-huh.
We've gotten about 10 crops off that one tree. That's about the size of your tree.
Uh-huh.
So
It
fast that
I didn't realize
thing
it would
is
be so
producing.
fast.
I mean, you'll see flowers on it. And the funny thing about that Barbados is the fruit. You'll see the flower because it's a little pink flower. The flower will go away and it'll form the fruit, and then you won't see it. And all of a sudden, you look and you see a red fruit on it, and it's like, oh, dang. So we got we had those maybe about 5 or 6 months, and we've gotten about 10 crops over the last 6 months off that one tree.
Oh,
And it's,
wow.
it's the same size as your tree. My husband will come in the house with a bowl full of cherries.
Wow.
So
And my
it just
husband said that
depends.
he wanted to get a Jamaican cherry tree. I think that might have been something he was chatting with you about on
Yeah, yeah.
Friday
You can
Live.
email me about the Jamaican cherry. I have a few. Those are fast growing trees, but
Okay.
you have the space for them.
Okay.
So we put our Jamaican cherry in the ground about 4 months ago. We get cherries off that tree every single day.
Oh wow.
So and they taste like little cotton candy cherries, but very good.
I think that it was I don't really know much about different types of cherries besides the fact that we when we lived in Germany we had a big cherry tree in our front yard, but you know Germany was a really cold area with the snow, so I
Hmm.
thought you had it had to be cold for that. But then other than just cherries that I get out of the grocery store, but I think when my husband heard about the Jamaican cherry, I think that reminded him because I don't know if he mentioned it, but he was born and raised in Jamaica. So I think that might remind him of something that he had when he was younger, because
Back home.
his grandparents
Yeah.
and everything. He grew up on a little farm and everything. He was a country boy.
Yeah, so my neighbors are from Jamaica, and when I told them we had a Jamaican cherry, she tasted the Jamaican cherry, and she said, "Oh, that's good, but that's not the Jamaican cherry we know.
Oh,
They know
okay.
the Barbados as a Jamaican cherry."
Oh, and
So
so he's been tasting these Barbados cherries, and he loves these Barbados cherries. For me, the
yeah,
Barbados cherries taste a little too tart for me. I mean, they taste like something that would be better like in like a pie or in like a
yeah,
cobbler or
yeah.
something. Not
I
just for
like
me
the
to just eat,
Jamaican
but
cherry
he
more.
likes those Barbados. He loves those
Yeah, my
Barbados.
husband too. My husband loved the Barbados, and I love the Jamaican cherries. But like I said, it's like a little piece of cotton candy.
Mm-hmm.
So, but it's a fast growing tree. I have two little trees about a foot tall or so, foot and a half, 2 feet, and those things are flowering, and but they flower probably 10 months out of the year. So you constantly get fruit off those, but they grow so big,
Mm-hmm.
so fast. You have to keep it trimmed down. So, but that's a good one to have too. Somebody
Right.
asked me. So
I
I
can't see comments. I don't know.
you can't see them. Somebody
Oh,
asked me what do we feed our banana plants? Let me
oh
see.
yeah. What do you guys? That's a good question.
So nothing in particular. Most of the time we just give them chicken manure or cow, the black cow manure. We'll put a good size of that down and chop and drop. My husband cut the bottom leaves off so that the trunk will be clean so you can see through because he let the front patch grow up pretty thick. And he just chopped the leaves up and drop it down there. Grass clippings, he just put them down there. It'll break down and they'll eat that over time.
Mm. Now, the person who had the almond tree who was asking how long it takes, I don't know what year your nut tree is when you purchased it. I know that we're going to put some pecan trees out here.
Mm.
My parents, they purchased some trees as well. And they purchased the pecan tree. And I think when they purchased it, it might have been like a couple years old. But I think the nut trees take a lot longer to produce nuts than the fruit trees do.
Mm. Oh, okay.
No.
That'll make sense.
Yeah.
We don't
So
have any nuts. I thought about getting a cashier tree one time, but good morning, Ellie JJ.
but yeah, we're excited because in this area that we live in, a lot of people have pecan trees.
Mm.
When I grew up in Jacksonville, Florida, across from my grandmother's house, there was just like an empty lot, and there used to be a whole bunch of pecan trees. And we would just go over there as kids and just
Yeah.
grab a bag and fill it up with the with
Yep.
pecans.
Yep. The things, I mean, we got to get back to growing because I hear a lot of people saying back in the days we used to do this, but the only difference is people stopped growing. Think about all those trees and plants from growing up. If we had kept up with it then or learned what we know now, what we learning now, and passed it on from one generation to the next, where we would be today if we just kept growing. So
Mhm,
it's
mhm.
just we got to get back to planting and growing so we can have and our kids can have and they can pass it on. So
Hmm. Very true.
Yeah.
And I think,
Hedgehog, my husband take excellent care of his bananas. My husband love banana plants. I think he'll do a live, not this Friday, but next Friday. He'll talk all things banana. He love his banana plants. So I think he was growing about 15, 16 different variety of bananas one time. So he will talk all about his bananas and what it take to take care of them. So they're not hard plants, but it's just, depending on what you want to get out of them, what you give them.
yeah, and I do think that with the bananas, from my memory, I haven't actually grown a banana tree, but I'm going to buy a banana tree to grow it. But growing up, I remember being really young and having a lot of bananas on the banana tree. And then I
Hmm.
remember at a certain point getting older and there was no bananas, but the tree was still growing. So I think that we were just, neglected the tree or whatever. So the
Yeah.
tree will still grow, but you won't really get no bananas on the tree. You'll get
Yeah.
a lot
So
of leaves and stuff.
so what it do? I think it'll keep growing, but it'll once that one plant produce bananas, I think it'll pass it on to the next largest plant. So you won't get bananas twice from the same banana plant, but you'll get it from the pups coming up.
Oh, okay.
So he'll usually chop down whatever already fruited, and that will send the energy to the daughter plant, or yeah.
Yeah, that
So
makes
that may be what it was,
sense. Mhm.
but I'm not too sure.
And then eventually it was just gone because my daddy was like, cut the trunk, cut the
Yes,
whole tree
get
down
rid
because
of
it was
that.
just too much to get rid of that tree. So, but yeah, I definitely agree with the fact that we just have to, start back growing. This is all new to me, so
It's
I
really,
I have
it's
not,
really,
I didn't really grow up growing a garden or anything. My mom is good with flowers and roses and stuff, but we just tried in our backyard when we stayed in
mhm.
the subdivision and we had a good little successful thing, and we tried in the backyard when we were in the subdivision with our little chickens, and our chickens were not allowed. We had an HOA, and I still said I'm gonna try with some chickens anyways because I knew I was moving on land eventually, and I tried with them, and it worked out well, and I was able to grow stuff, and I was able to raise some chickens, and
Yeah.
went well,
But
and hey.
you don't even know that the chickens are there. They
Mm,
so quiet. You only hear
no,
their little chicken song, which is cute. What their egg laying song. They sing their little song when they lay an egg, and that's
exactly.
it.
Yeah.
So
So yeah, the
they
chickens
no
are very quiet.
smell. Yeah. Um, Hedgehog, we are in zone 8B. I know we have people all over.
Um,
Backyard is in 5. Black coffee is in 7A. What's your grow zone
we are
Foster?
in grow zone 9A.
9A. Yeah, so y'all can grow, grow, grow.
Hmm.
If we can grow it, you can definitely grow
Yeah.
it. And it's a challenge. We are putting up miniature greenhouses so we can protect our plants during the winter. So y'all may not have all those issues, but we have issues. It take a lot of work, but we are we're gonna do what we have to do.
Hmm.
So let's see.
Oh, you have
It
wild turkeys. Those wild turkeys are a mess.
but you got those little ankle biters out there chasing the wild turkey, so I guess that helped make them mean too. Hazelnut easy to grow?
I don't know about hazelnut. That is, I have actually don't know anybody. I'm more familiar with pecans, of course, because it's in our area. Of course, people are trying to grow almonds, but hazelnut, no, I don't know about
Yeah, I never thought of hazelnut.
it. Hmm.
Oh, okay, yeah. So hazelnut apparently is a easy one to grow.
Okay.
I, I don't even see hazelnut like when I've been so many different Lowe's. We'll just get in the car and ride down south just to go to Lowe's, but I never see hazelnut even at the nurseries. So I have to check that out.
I don't know anything about much about hazelnut.
Oh, so the wild turkeys aren't. good to eat, Melissa. Melissa said her
Yeah,
brother
ours.
was saying
I'm
that
I'm
wild
not gonna
turkey
eat
weren't
ours
good.
either. They're not gonna be good. They're not gonna be meaty.
Yeah, I was thinking you gotta try you one of them suckers. Maybe
Yeah,
not. Maybe.
yeah. I don't think I. Well, we're not gonna try to eat ours. But if they do start bothering again, I mean, I'm not opposed to a little pow pow their way to get them out of our way so they know not to come back. But I don't plan on eating them though.
Yeah, because I think she said they have deer that go in the garden and eat something. So I said, won't you put some of that deer in the garden? She said, oh, she said your brother love them. He just feed them, and I said, oh well, that's different. I guess he planting a garden to feed the deer. So
Mm-mm, mm-mm.
hazelnut, which they so black coffee. Just think if you were growing hazelnut, you could make your own, right? Starbucks decided to discontinue something. I got it. I can make my own. Just people that eat. Yeah, I just started gardening. My husband has always been a gardener, pretty much like your husband. But his mom was a gardener, so that's what gave him the love of growing. But I just started when my friend passed away in January. That was like therapy to me to get out there with him and learn how to grow. So now I've fallen in love, and I'm always finding something that I want to try, like the chocolate tree. Like we need a lot of those so we can get a lot of chocolate. And I'm just like, I can take one tree and just try because it may not be something for us, but I at least want to try to grow it and get that fruit. So
So is it like a cacao? Is that what it's called? Type
yeah,
tree? I
yeah,
didn't know. I didn't even. I thought those grew like in the rainforest or something.
yeah. So they
The.
do grow up in Florida,
Oh, okay. I
but
didn't know that.
and what they do is they clean the pond out, and it's a gooey or messy looking fruit inside. So they put it in a cooler and cooler for 2 or 3 days. They close it in a cooler and let it ferment inside there, which I hear can get pretty funky, but they go through the process of making chocolate out of that the filling. So I think it's pretty interesting. I at least want to try it. Even if I just get one little bite-sized piece of chocolate, I want to try to make my own chocolate and see how it is. So
Interesting. Very interesting.
yeah, that's the thing about growing. You can learn and try different things and see how it turn out. So ordered some hazelnut trees. Oh, okay. I have to look into that. That's something good to do during the winter.
Ooh, sorry with my hand. I'm about to take a screenshot of this so I can remember food forest
Food forest
nursery.
nursery.
So I can remember that so I can go check them out online to see what they have
Yeah,
and see what it is good to order.
but and how far are you from Jacksonville or St.
Uh,
Augustine?
from St. Augustine, I would say we're about an hour. So we are kind of like in the pocket. Jacksonville is up here north. St. Augustine is right here, and Gainesville is right here, and we're right in that middle pocket. So probably
Okay,
about an hour from St. Augustine.
they have a nursery it's right outside of Jacksonville and St. Augustine. Is it called S&N? S&N, I think, nursery.
Mm-hmm.
That place is huge.
I'm gonna
They
have to.
have
I'm gonna have to look
so
at it.
many. We drove there one day just to get our pineapple guava trees.
Oh wow!
So and
It's
they had them at a
S
nice
and
price.
N.
I think it's S&N or S&J. We were supposed to make a video about going to this place, but they have a lot. I'm not gonna say they have everything, but they have a lot.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna
But
check. I have to check them out.
nice size. We were trying to squeeze this big old um, pineapple guava bush in the back of the car, but it's worth the trip, especially when you're trying to when you're trying to build your forest up. So that's
Yeah.
a nice place to start.
Yeah, well, we've
Yeah,
been we like strap stuff down because, we're in a very small town. So even just to go to the Walmart or the Home Depot or Lowe's or whatever, we have to drive like 25 to 30 minutes. So we just be strapping our little tree to the back of the truck, and we have like a
yeah,
little tarp thing we put on there and
yeah,
just,
yeah,
drive that.
yeah. You do what you have to do
Exactly. And
because
they've all made it home just fine.
we went on vacation in August. We went to Homestead, Florida, and we went tree crazy. We were buying everything, fig trees, mango. I mean, and then, like I said, the hotel room looked like a nursery. The good thing was housekeeping didn't come because of COVID. So nobody would come. We would go get a cart. When we get back to the hotel, we would get the cart, load it up with our plants, and take another load of plants up to the room every day. So we had 19 plants in this hotel room, watering them. So the night before it was time to come back home, we load all of them back on the cart to bring them to the car. And my husband took them all out. And I'm like, you got to take a picture. And I was just standing back because I said, let me just stay out of his way because I don't know where all these plants going to go, but he going to get them in this car. We still had to put our bags in. And I mean, it was, I said, just put, like we had a bag of food. I said, just put that in the front under your legs. We had no room. And on the way home, we like to stop in West Palm Beach or we see a Lowe's and it's like, we should stop and see what this Lowe's. But we kept saying, we don't have room for anything. So eventually you have to stop. But I'm like, hey, I love those trips. We will cram as much stuff in the car. If it's up in the front seat in between us, long as I can see, I'm like, I'm good. Let's ride. So
That's too funny, but that's
yeah.
just, I mean, that's great though. I mean, it's good to, you know, find a community where it's like mind and people don't like look at you like you're crazy when you say
Yeah.
that you want to, have a little garden, or when you say you want to have some chickens, or when you're going on a trip, and instead
Yep.
of coming back with all these shoes and clothes, you're coming back with all of these.
Yeah. I never buy shoes. Some days my husband say, put on pants because I'm afraid of bugs. He say, put some pants on and I'll put on workout clothes because I don't have regular jogging pants or something. And I'm still like, the mosquitoes are still biting me. And he said, you need to buy some pants. I mean, not these spandex pants. And I'm like, I can spend my money on this type of plant or I can get me some herbs or some seeds. And you want me to buy pants? I don't buy shoes, pocketbooks, anything. Red. Give me some plants. That is shopping to me. Hello, Chef Kitchen. Glad you could join us. Yeah, that cacao tree is exciting. To me, it's exciting. When I saw them, of course, on YouTube, growing this plant, I said, I have got to try that. Good morning, Princess. Wonderful weekend. Wonderful weekend. So, of course, we all are having a great week. I figured this, I said, well, maybe I go live on Monday mornings just to chat and see how everybody weekend went. And I try not to interfere with other people's schedule too. So I said, I think Monday, because I know you go live on Tuesday mornings.
Yeah, Tuesday morning.
Yeah, so I said, well, let me go live on Monday mornings just to, say hello and people can learn who we are
Mm-hmm.
and not just always in the
Definitely,
chat. So,
because I until you like joined one of our lives, and I haven't been live in a long time, just because when you move out to the country, the internet is just not right. So now we kind of got internet, but I hadn't gone live since maybe like over a year or so when
wow.
we stayed in the subdivision. And so when I was going live and you popped onto our live, and then you were talking
Mhm.
about your fruit trees and stuff, and I was like, wait a minute, what is this? What is the name of this channel? Because I need to go find their channel and see what's going on. And
Yeah.
as I'm getting out here coming live as well, and then trying to go to other people's live, I start to meet more people because you know, uh, I don't necessarily have, people right here that I can see face to face, like family
Hmm.
members and stuff, other than my parents that like kind of know and can give me some instructions on what's
Yeah.
going on or how to do this or how to grow that or how to preserve that because I just didn't grow up in this type of environment. This is all new to me. So when I saw, the comments that you were making on my chat, I was like, oh, let me check it out. And then even Rory never goes to lives. Rory
Yeah.
never goes to lives. And I popped into your live and I was late on Friday and I was like, wait, Rory's in here just chatting away that
Yeah.
he was
Because
live.
I thought I saw your wife here earlier, but yeah, he was on live chat. My husband was chatting back and forth with him because I
Like he
told him, I said
never
they
does that.
Barbados.
He
Yeah.
never does that. And then he was like, I said, Rory, you on the live? He was like, yeah, they got some good information on here. I'm learning some stuff.
And we learning, we are not pros. We learning as we go, but we do it when we see something we want. We do a lot of research to figure out, what's up with this plant. So we learn as we go, but we like to share what we know too because somebody might be able to help us grow better or teach us something that we don't know or haven't seen online. So yeah, and when I found out about your channel, we were only on for maybe a week or two.
Mm-hmm.
So I was busy subscribing to everybody because I'm still subscribing to everybody because I'm like, well, let me, meet different people, different places and see what they got going on. So as far as Ghana, I think it's amazing to be able to talk to people from one end of the continent to
Right.
another
Right.
and learn different things because it's interesting to hear what's going on in Australia
Right.
versus
I know
here,
that
even
was
though
amazing. Yeah. To
that
see.
was amazing. So what we doing with that is we breaking down those segments, and Ghana will be a video of itself and Australia will be a video of itself because that was truly amazing to be able to
Right.
hear him talk about life in Ghana. So
Right.
and Prince Ayoko, he go live quite often and he show you the markets and the
Mm-hmm.
farming in Ghana. So I love his channel. He talk about his chickens and it's different, but it's great.
Yeah.
So
Definitely.
yeah, but I'm grateful to have met all of y'all. I told my husband, I said I need to learn people names and stop calling people by their channel
I
name.
know. My name is Latoya,
And
everyone.
I'm Sherry. And I'm always like, this channel, some such and such homestead, and I'm like, these people have names. I feel bad when somebody say, "Oh, hey, Sherry and Bobby," and I'm like, "Oh, such and such," and here I go with the name of the channel again. Said,
I'm
"Hey,"
the
but I
same.
said,
I'm the same way too.
"Oh
I
my
think
God,
it's just because all you see is their little channel name, and
channel name."
you just know them by their channel name. You might know a lot about them, but you don't actually know their actual name. You know them by their
Yeah,
channel name.
yeah. I said, man, I keep calling people by
And I
instead of
don't
calling
mind.
them.
I don't mind. People say that all the time. Foster family, but that's fine.
Yeah,
It doesn't bother me at all.
I need to. Let me see. I need to make sure your name is up so people will know who you are.
Yeah, I'm Latoya. We're over
Oh,
here in Florida.
yeah. Like people say Black's Tropical Homestead, and then they say, "Oh my God, I gotta stop saying the whole name." But then it's like, well, what do you call us if you don't know that I'm Sherry and my
Right.
husband is Bobby? You call us
Right.
Black Tropical Homestead. So
Hmm.
yes, Miss Gail, Prince Ayoko came on Friday. We go live on Fridays at 7. Prince Ayoko came on and showed, he talked about life in Ghana was amazing. So he talked to us for good, 15, 20 minutes or so about Ghana. That was great. Then we had somebody in Australia come on and he showed us around his farm and talked about their snakes and kangaroo, which is Sweeney's Creek Farm, and they are amazing too. So you learn. I feel like I traveled all over the world Friday night. Didn't even leave home. So yeah, that was great. That was amazing.
Yeah, it was a really good live.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yes. I love the growth together. Everybody get along. Everything is amazing. So good morning to everyone that's coming in that I did not speak to.
I'm not gonna hold up in case somebody else wants to pop on here. I know I've been on here for a long time. I know I
Yeah.
probably
Well,
ran past your time.
the good thing about this is more people can pop in at one time. So
Oh, okay.
you are fine.
Okay. Okay.
And yeah, this thing I think you can have up to 10 people or something at one
Oh, okay.
time. So
Okay.
it's StreamYard is amazing. I'm still learning a lot. Like I just learned how to put our the background is our thumbnail background
Mm-hmm.
for all of our videos that we post. But you learn.
Yeah, I have well, this is the first time I've ever popped onto somebody else's live. I
Mhm.
have seen where people have had guests on their live. Rory, when he was on your live on Friday, he was so amazed because I told you he doesn't go on lives. He isn't really on YouTube unless, he's looking to learn something from
Yeah.
somebody. And so he was amazed that he was like, I never seen anybody have people on their live. He was like, it was like I was in Australia. It was like he was a kid in the candy store. It was like I
That
never
was
seen that before.
and
So
I say all the time, even if like I you probably haven't heard of the lead attorney. He is a divorce attorney in Atlanta. And I popped on his live the first time just he was talking about something, Kim K or something he was talking about. And he said, y'all get in, call in if you wanna give us your input on this topic.
mhm.
And I called in. I told my husband, we gonna call in. We were in the garden. I said, we dirty. It's okay. We just gonna pop in. I said, I don't know who this Kim lady or whoever he was talking about. I don't know who this lady is. We're gonna pop in just to say hi so people can see us. We are real people. And we'll start from there. And that's what we did. Had nothing to do with he was sitting there in his suit and tie. And here we are in the yard, standing under a banana tree. We just popped in, but that was the first time, and it was like, okay, we have to do this more often. So
Mhm.
the good thing about, I feel like anytime you see us live, our moderators usually drop the link, and I'll drop it a couple times. Just pop in, just to say hey or talk about, because sometimes it's easier to talk this way about what you got going on or whatever you want to talk about. So
Mhm.
this is great,
Well, I
and
definitely will pop in. Usually when I watch lives or I, watch around, I'm usually one of those people that, I'm in the background. I don't really put a comment or I might say a hello and then you don't see my comment anymore because I just, I do more listening. But today I said, oh, let me pop on here. I said, I'm all late, but let me come on and pop on. I like a good, calm, happy, welcoming
yeah,
environment because we keep it light and fun over here in our area. We don't try to
yeah,
do too much, and we're not judge because I don't know, I don't claim to know a lot. I
yeah,
just know what we're trying to do, and I take advice, and I like to learn from other people.
yeah,
But I like a welcoming environment where I don't feel like people are being too preachy or judgy or
yeah,
you have to do it this way or no other way. So I get that over here with you
yeah,
guys.
yeah. Gail, that's why I first saw you at TLA. So I'm sure that's where we connected there. But I said I'm a housewife. I'm a I was doing home health care for a while, and I brought my friend home and took care of her during COVID. She passed away in January, and this is what started me to gardening.
Mhm.
So She was 108, and she taught me that you don't stop living at a certain age. So I got out in the yard with my husband and learned and fell in love with gardening. My husband and I do everything together. I mean, everything. So now that she's gone, I said, well, maybe I'll try this YouTube thing and we can document what we have going on and maybe share and learn. So we started YouTube about a month ago, and I kind of incorporate my housewife duties because I enjoy getting up at 6 o'clock in the morning, and I start with the dogs, feeding them, getting them outside. I go check on the chickens. I come back in the house. I'm cooking, cleaning. By noon, I have cleaned the entire house. I have cooked dinner and lunch for the next day. So I'm constantly doing something, and I love it. So I like sharing it with people, and now I'm learning, well, let me put some recipes out there because I'm always cooking something, brownies or whatever. So it's great, and it's great to share my life with people because I know some people look at a housewife as it's not a job. It's a job, and I keep up with everything around because I don't want my husband to have to come home and worry about, oh, I need to do this or do that. If he doesn't have to cut the grass or something major in the yard, he don't have to do anything. I try to do as much as I can to help out because that's my job. And I try to make my husband's workload when he come home little to nothing because, you know, he go to work and he come home. That's stress in itself. When you walk outside this door, that's stress in itself. Streets or I ain't cooked nothing, I ain't clean, the dog's a mess. That's just not right. So I I I do my job and I love it.
Mhm.
I don't feel as if it's an issue with being submissive to your husband and letting him lead. So I'm free to speak on that. I don't bite my tongue about the way we live. I have nothing to hide, but I love being a housewife. No stress. And I think you're a housewife. Do you float the family? I think she might be breaking up.
Yeah. Oh, I was break. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
I might have to get my charger. Hopefully, I'm not.
Love knows. Oh,
But yeah,
welcome
I
back,
am a
Miss B.
stay-at-home mom. I'm a housewife. I have
Yeah.
been since I had my son, and he's 12 years old now. And for me, I don't know. I can't speak for anybody else, but for me, it is a job.
It's a job.
I just don't get paycheck sent to me.
It's a job. We get a paycheck. Our paycheck is we don't have to worry about anything. I don't worry about cable bill, the mortgage. That's my paycheck. Ellie JJ.
I'm I think my phone is getting ready to go dead, so I'm gonna go get my charger real quick, and I'll be right back.
Okay. Ellie JJ, let me tell you about my accent. I am from Virginia, so I'm just country, if that's what you want to call it. I am just country. So I don't have an accent. I just don't speak too well, I guess you call it. I did home health care for a long time. So I injured my back when I was working at the hospital, and I stopped working because I broke a disc in my back. So I started nannying and home health care, which I absolutely love. my friend that was 108. She passed away on her 108th birthday. That took a lot. I was 24/7 with her. I brought her home with me. You know, I took care of her for years, and it was great. So when she passed away, that took a lot out of us because my husband and I bond with her a lot, being with her for the last year, every day, all day. So I decided to just go out in the garden and be with my husband. But being a housewife, it worked for us. No stress. So I have absolutely no complaints. Let me see. What is this thing doing? Um, but yeah, I love this housewife thing. Good morning, Garden State Gardener. How you doing, Sawyer brother? But yeah, people, I think the more we talk about the greatness that life can bring, the more the world will try to straighten. Like we got to drown out all of the negative and the bad, so it can be done. It's just we got to push more of the positive so that the negative won't be so loud. So teamwork, that's what it takes. Teamwork at home, teamwork, at work, teamwork even for YouTube. So it's great. As long as you got a team that's willing to work together, you'll be good to go. So good morning, CDETV. You got it together, Soil Sister.
Back now. I'm back. Sorry about that. I told
It
you
is a
I
job, Hedgehog. It's a
I don't know
job,
what I'm
but
doing.
I absolutely love my sister-in-law. My sister-in-law is off on Mondays. She on here, Melissa. We talk for hours about, and I told her, I said, it's crazy. We go through 15 subjects in 3 hours of nothing. So we will talk about a lot of stuff in a little bit of, in a couple hours, and it be stuff like, oh, she'll send me a TikTok video of somebody cooking something or something she done found on YouTube, and it's like, let me run to the store and get these ingredients and cook this. So I love that, and I love cooking something different for my husband to see his reaction to it. Some things is like, that's pretty good, babe, but you can tell that nah, he don't like that. But some things it's like, oh, that was good. So I like trying different things, but like this week, his favorite is lasagna. This man can eat lasagna every single day. So I'm gonna cook lasagna either the day or tomorrow for him, and he loved it. But that I love being home, being able to take my time and cook something from scratch and not have to box so much stuff. Or so that's a good feeling.
Yeah, I I feel blessed and fortunate that I am able to do this because I know some people probably would want to and they might not, be able to. So I feel blessed about that I can just, take care of my family, always be able to put my family first. I went back and forth about it for a while, like
Yeah.
when Rory and I, because Rory and I we went to college together, so we dated like 5 years before we got married. But I knew, and Rory's in the for those of you who are new to you know foster family fun and probably never seen us before, but Rory's in the military, so he's active
Mhm.
duty in the military. So I knew we we only have one child, but I knew when we had a child, we had discussed that I would stay home that first year. So I stayed home the first year, and when it got towards the maybe like 10 or 11 months, I started, like saying, well, I'm gonna go back to work. But also during that time, Rory was getting ready to have to be deployed soon as well.
Uh-huh.
And so, and we were actually stationed in that time. We were stationed in Hinesville, not too far from where you
From
guys
us.
were. We were in Fort
Yeah.
Stewart. Fort
Yeah.
Stewart. So, and instead of moving to Fort Stewart, we moved to Jacksonville so I could be close to my parents to
Your
help me
family.
out being new with a baby. And also, I'm like, well, I'm about to get ready to go back to work just because I felt like in my brain, or maybe the way society was, or maybe because I had gone to college with my degrees, I felt like I had to go back to work.
Yeah.
And my year was coming up, and I did some interviews, and I even like was going to do like a part-time type thing, and I
Hmm.
was thinking about getting a nanny, and Rory was like, well, I don't want no strange person in my house. And then it just dawned on me one day, and I was just like, I didn't want to leave. I didn't want to feel overly stressed out. I didn't want to, leave the responsibility of my
Yeah.
child to someone else when I didn't have to.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I decided to just stay home because I was like, well, I'm the only person that's making it like I have to go back to work, because Rory was like 100% happy
Yeah.
for me to stay home even
Yeah.
more. And then, with him being gone, and then, I stayed home, and then I was like, oh, I'm going to go back to work when my little one gets in school. So we moved to Colorado, and he started like kindergarten, and I kind of was like volunteering a little bit while he was in school, and then kind of like
Mhm.
working part time. And then Rory got deployed again, and he was just like, I don't, it just was like, why am I even trying to do this? It was something in my mind that just felt like I, I was the only person like making it seem as though I needed to
You
do this,
had
as
to.
if
Yeah.
if I was at home, I wasn't doing anything. Which in honesty, I do more at home than I did in the
Then you do.
office.
Yes. Yes. Like, I mean, and then you think about it. I think it's good when y'all can afford to do this, because
Mm-hmm.
yeah, it's just one income, but think about the stress that you don't. What do you talk about when you come home from work and he come home? Oh, let me tell you what happened at work today. That's
Mm-hmm.
stress. That stress you putting on him because he know that
Mm-hmm.
it's bothering you, and then he know that you got to go back into this stressful situation again
Mm-hmm.
tomorrow, and he got to hear it again. So that is, I mean, it's just a huge benefit, and but it's a lot of work.
Mm-hmm.
It's a lot of
And
work.
yeah,
It's just you
and
got to have your
now,
day planned out.
yeah, and now I just feel like that was a while. That was years ago when I was, grappling with that. Also, when my little one was back in school, and now I'm just like, psh, I'm not. I don't even think about even going back to work, because I feel like, especially now that we're out here with all this going on,
Yeah.
this too much
Oh
work
yeah.
in itself. But
And
like, I don't even
we
think
have
about it.
1 acre, and I'm busy on one. When I brought my friend home in March last year, it was, what am I gonna do all day, because she was 107. So she sleep a lot, but when she awake, we will go outside and sit on the porch or go in the kitchen and cook or something. But she slept a lot. So I'm like, what am I gonna do all day at home? But it's always something to do. Cooking, cleaning. Like I said, we got dogs, and we didn't have all the plants, but I could always keep myself busy. Like, you have no time for the streets. I don't have Facebook. Now I have Facebook for a business page, but I said we need Facebook because I want people to be able to share pictures and stories with
Right.
us too, which is limited on YouTube because you can't
Right.
share pictures. So I'm like, okay, but how do I do this without creating a personal page? So I got that figured out, and but I'm just like, it's a lot of stuff to do, to the point where I'm like, when it's time to go to bed, I have no problem going to bed at night because I have been busy all day long. So it's great,
Right.
but you just have to. It has to be something that both parties want. So I love it. I think Miss B Finesse is um, a housewife too. She just had a baby not long ago. So there's a lot of us out here. We're not alone in this world, gardening and housewifing it up. So, but I think I've been on here
I'm not
almost.
sure if you can hear me. I can't hear anything now. I think I messed up again.
I can hear you, but I don't think you can hear me. uh, so I don't know. Maybe it's me. Wait a moment and try to reconnect again. Having trouble connecting. Maybe that's me. So I don't know if y'all can hear me. Can y'all hear me in the chat? Trying to see if it's my connection. I'm about to end this for y'all. Let's see. Don't want to refresh. So let me close this thing out because I don't know what it's doing. But I thank each and every one of y'all for joining me this morning. Um, whew, I don't know what I did. But anyway, as I was saying, I enjoyed talking with everyone. I don't know if anybody can hear this or see me. I think it kicked us all out somehow or something. But anyway, I just wanted to say thanks for joining me. Don't forget Friday, 7 p.m. is our giveaway. We will catch y'all then. I don't know what happened. Hello. Oh, because so even now you can see me wave. Okay. Because it looked like nobody is here. Because I can't see the chat.
And I went and got the plug and plugged it in, and everybody was Okay, they're still in here.
Let me go back
I'm gonna
because
tell them, hold on. Let me let them know I'm talking to you.
okay, so I'm unmuted.
Okay, now listen, go to your picture on the left where it says your name and click add to stream.
Okay, I'm there.
Okay. So can you see yourself?
I can see me, but I can't see nobody.
Okay, hold on, let me press play. Okay, I hear you talking. I hear you talking. Let me hang up on you. You're good. You're talking, we see you.
But I can't see the chat. So let me see. Hold on, don't hang up yet. Let me drop.
Sherry, press mute because they can hear us.
Oh, okay.
Press mute real quick.